It's weird, guy. It's oh yeah, you were gonna who fucking cares? Okay, Law and Order. What a weird time. What a good walk, though. Law and Order. It better have the music. Don't fuck with me. Yeah, just get a new motherboard. They're like 40 bucks, isn't it? Good coffee. I haven't tried it yet. I'm sure it's nice. Did you died? I had to do a big plop first, and it made my ass bleed. So I had to save some. Telltale Games. I think all that beer softened my ass tunnel, and then it also hardened the plop. So it's like, yo, this is what it is, girl. Okay. I knew you were shitting. You buy a mobile. Oh, it's either. Yeah, I think mine is a micro in it. Can you guys see it? Make Rise a band word. Oh, it's. Oh, yeah, I'll make it big. I want to play that on my recorder. No, all the parts. Motherfucker, here it comes. I want to know how many episodes. Killer Smart. Oh, this is gonna be like that negotiation game. Carceria? The fuck? Spent like a week shitting. Looked like strawberry jam because I had some bad turkey. Sucks. Okay, so it takes up the whole screen. How's the volume? I'm eager. You must complete the game.
System,
can you hear that?
People are represented by
look how low resolution it is.
Important groups.
Is this a mobile game?
Investigate crime, and the district attorney
3.
prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Sick. I'm gonna blow us all to hell. Yeah, where's Fat Val Kilmer? He got me this. It was like $80 for Canada, but in the United States you're allowed to buy it not for $80. You could get it separately. Look at all these stock sounds right away. Actually, no, he spent twice $80 to transfer it to Canada.
Welcome back to New York, Ray. Ray Curtis from the 2-7, homicide.
Rake.
This is my case.
Mine too, now. Olivia Benson, SVU.
SVU?
SVU's in
The
this!
victim showed signs of sexual assault. Your lieutenant said you guys were a little short-handed and my partner is
Have they
on
not
leave.
met before?
So I'm here to assist.
Yeah, department cutbacks. Everybody wants more cops, nobody wants to pay
Is
more
this
taxes.
Velasquez
Now
from
we're down one more
Aliens?
taxpayer.
Or Vasquez?
Who is
or what
she?
have you?
Name tag says Rachel. Judging from the uniform, she was one of the housekeeping
Rachel
staff.
Dolezal.
Oh,
A black woman
up
was
until a
murdered.
few hours ago.
I guess someone didn't like the mint on their pillow.
Hardly the time to be joking, Benjamin. Sick! Isn't it Benjamin Bratt? Nene. Bringing it back in. Oh, that's their character names, right? Because Hang 'em High McCoy is. Look at the background!
Soy Detectivo Ray Curtis.
Soy Teresa Restrepo.
Restrepo. Is that Colombian?
Yes, how'd you
That
know?
was a
The neighbors
documentary
across
where
the hall when I
a
was
guy got
growing
killed
up. They
later.
make the best patacones. I get hungry just remembering.
Can you guys hear this
I need
okay?
to ask you a few questions. You okay to talk?
Yes, believe it or not, I've
Chase.
seen worse.
Well, certainly don't have to smile about it.
Let's start with an easy one. Can you tell me the victim's name?
Maybe, it's hard to remember. So many girls working here. Everybody always coming and going. I just learned to read the name tags like everyone else.
Well, could you try? For me?
Sure, you got nice eyes. Let's...
Subtitles, huh? Rat-a-da-da. That takes me right out of it, though. Rat-a-da-da-down.
see, it wasn't Latina, it was, it was Rachel, I think.
Rahayara. Okay. You aced the interview. Can you back that shit up with evidence? He just assumes she's illegal. Look, I'm not even a lander. Okay, I know our people. The name tag. Oh. You may consult the
Great.
transcript.
Thanks, Teresa. So, crazy weather lately, huh?
Yeah.
Started
The
safe.
kids, they just want to spend all day at the pool. What's this got to do with the murder?
Nothing.
Something
Just
a murder
talking.
would say. But they don't help you. Okay, thanks, cunt.
We should get back to the victim.
Yes, officer.
How long has she worked here?
No sé, she was pretty new. Started
Accuse her
last
of murder
month,
right
maybe?
away.
She have any trouble with anyone?
Trouble? No, not her. She was nice, you know, quiet, polite. Actually, no, never mind.
What were you gonna say?
Well, she just never really seemed like one of us, you know, like she had something else going on. Always
Maybe she was in
watching
witness
everything and-
protection.
Oh, and tapping on her phone. Era una adicción.
Phone?
You say she liked to use her phone. For what? You think she was earning a little extra money?
What, like John's? Are you asking did I think she was a whore, detective?
Why so
I
laughing?
don't think so. But who knows? It would explain a lot.
She did act
Anything
pretty
else about the
whorish.
phone?
Yeah,
She
come to
was
think of it, she was
always
a fucking
texting.
whore.
Always. She also did some weird stuff. She took pictures of the rooms and even some guests.
She
For a
deserved
while,
it. Is that what
I
you're saying?
actually thought she might be a cop.
Where would the phone be now?
Probably nearby. She always kept
The
it
whore.
close.
I mean, Rachel kept it on her person.
See anyone suspicious hanging around lately?
Yeah, the hotel is full of them. Lots of old businessmen always staring at you. Ugh.
Okay. How about anyone especially interested in Rachel?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
no one was. They
She
were
didn't even
generally
have a
always
boyfriend.
interested in me. No BF.
One last thing,
I might
Teresa.
try to make a move.
It would help us if we
Does he have
knew
a
the last
nostril on the
place
side of
Rachel
his
might have
nostril?
been. Do you know which room she would have been cleaning?
That's
Rachel
the
in
weird
trouble.
thing. Today was her day off. She shouldn't even be
Back
here.
when
So
Telltale
what was she
made
doing all
quality
dressed up for
games.
work?
Is this? Yeah, it's on top.
You're the detective. You figured it out, guapo.
Someone left 2 Fable books downstairs in the lobby. I just got 2 free Fable books. You want to play the Wolf games?
Hey, Benson, what you got?
I'm seeing a lateral bruise
Still
across
a
her
dead
throat.
white chick.
Not finger marks. More like a pipe or a cane.
No sign of a murder weapon?
Guess we better start looking. While you were busy being charming, I wrote down a couple of things to keep an eye out for.
I don't like these shows
Her
because of
ID,
that. How they jab
her
at each
purse,
other
her day
just
planner,
as
her
a means of
notepad,
exposition.
and of course any
or
DNA
that's their
evidence from her
personalities.
attacker. Might
I'll
be
run
under
the
her
fingerprints.
fingernails.
Yeah, you better.
And
That will
yourself.
show the identity
Teresa
of who is.
mentioned that might be
okay,
important.
okay. This is an evidence. It's a hidden. Whoa. Draw a circle around it. Sick. Okay. So don't tell me it's fucking not worth fighting for. How many guesses it should take to find the evidence? What if you fuck it?
Okay, good. We got our cell phone.
I wanna get my tablet out. Everything I do. Oh. What's next? Nothing there. So don't
Rachel
tell
Trevino,
me.
27 years old, lives at 600 East 5th Street.
Fist.
Over in the East Village, if I remember right.
Find a hand and a peep? Like this?
Broken
Oh,
fingernail.
cummy.
She scratched him up pretty bad, I bet. Some kind of debris under there. Better get a swab for DNA.
I'm sorry for fucking so loud. So sorry, mate. I'm fucking the shit out of me old lady in here. What's the other one? Her, is that it?
This could be Rachel's purse. It's not Coach, but not cheap either.
You stole
Someone
her
was
hand.
taking care of her.
I want to
bills.
be a lawman. Everything I do. Okay, friend.
Notebook. Just a couple of notes.
And a
Minor
book.
media. What the hell does that mean?
Oh, girl. You increase your detective rank. I
She's
fucked
got
that
a
crime
couple of
scene up.
voicemails. Let me see. Yep. Sounds like she was meeting somebody here. Okay, this is evidence. Let's get back to the precinct and give it to CSU.
Why not just listen to him now?
I better follow procedure on this one.
Such a Boy Scout.
Hey, if we solve this case, I finally get my murder merit badge.
Come on, I'll drive.
They like each other already. Walks in from the JPEG.
Right.
Briscoe,
Morning, Lenny.
County Junior.
Please tell me we got a new lead on the Central
Is
Park.
this in his mind?
Sure. If you count
I
nothing,
miss
nada, and
Briscoe.
bupkis.
It's been 6 weeks.
The murder weapon is probably at the bottom of the Hudson. I tell you what, I think we're stalled out, kid.
I hate loose ends, Lenny.
Tell me about it. At my age, I gotta tie him up as fast as I can.
Cause I might die soon.
Ray Curtis, as I live and breathe, back in my precinct after all these years. What happened? Finally sick of all that California sunshine?
My girls got worried if I wasn't solving murders, I might start committing them.
You met Detective Benson?
What the fuck shit is this?
I did. She's good. Definitely easier on the eyes than Lenny Briscoe.
Yeah, but she's made of steel. Don't cross her, Ray.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Hey, I was gonna take this down to CSU. What the hell?
What's wrong?
The voicemails. They're all gone. Someone deleted them all.
And odds are it wasn't our victim. Looks like her carrier is Mercury Wireless. Pete Shanahan down in Fraud told me they've had some problems with security recently.
Mercury Wireless Company policy is pretty clear. I can talk to you up to a certain point, but if we go over, I have to involve corporate counsel. They've instructed me to answer your questions and give you access to any relevant data.
Understood. Thanks for your time.
NP. So what's with this dropped call
Does the
shit?
Mercury Wireless
Yeah.
network cover most of the city?
Absolutely. We're very proud of it. No drop calls, even in the tunnels.
I'm sort of thinking of switching over.
Great.
Curtis, where are you going with this?
Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
I
She
can
doesn't
sign
know
you
the
up today.
strats. You gotta
Yeah, I
ease
can
his
get you a
balls
special
out.
policeman's discount. Save some money for extra
She's
donuts.
probably so not gentle
Nice.
with balls.
We're going to need to check all activity on the phone over the weekend.
This isn't Big Brother,
Wearing Charlie
despite
Sheen
what you might
shirts.
think. We do track calls, text messages, and data downloads,
Winning?
but not every single interaction.
Okay, and
Really?
we're not Charlie
You sure
Sheen
about
here.
that?
Well, there are other records, but those are internal and restricted. I'm not authorized to show you those.
Are you authorized? I think you fucking are. How do you know he's authorized? Cause is that seriously it? Cause he.
You said counsel already authorized you to show us any relevant records. How about it, Mr. Gray? Let's have a look at those restricted records, Mr. Gray.
We prefer not to share those personal customer records. It can project a negative corporate image.
I think you're
it
projecting
would
right
be
now.
a complete invasion of our customers' privacy. You guys need a warrant.
You fucking just said we could do it. Correct. Ready to get out of jail car free. All these are. I want to see him say it. Dude, I'll beat the fuck out of you. You have to. You can get.
Who had access
You
to
get
Rachel Trevino's voicemails?
According to our account record,
I have to tell
only
you
Miss
again.
Trevino.
Don't beat
There's
these
no one else
people
listed
up.
here. The only other persons with authorized
Kicking shit
access
in.
are myself, our customer representative team, and a few independent technical contractors.
Ah!
I don't believe you.
Why would I lie about something like that?
Because you lied about the thing.
Could someone delete
the first time.
voicemails off a phone remotely?
Sure, that's a feature we offer.
How would they do it?
Easy. You just need to have the account PIN number, just like your bank ATM.
Could Rachel Yes, but she's dead.
I don't believe you.
Why would I lie about
What?
something like
What?
that? I'm so
Again,
sorry,
sir.
detectives. You know, the scope of this interview has exceeded my comfort level. I gotta call corporate counsel, and they're gonna tell me I can't talk to you anymore. Sorry.
Sorry. I'm gonna threaten you again. I know I can do it twice.
Mercury Wireless Company policy is pretty clear. I can talk to you up to a certain point, but if
Oh,
we go over, I have to involve corporate counsel. They've instructed me to answer your questions and give you access to any relevant data.
Understood.
Hit.
Thanks for your time.
you triggered him. Beat his ass.
Does the Mercury Wire...
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sort of thinking...
Great.
Sorry, I'm getting...
I can sign you up today.
Nice. We're going to need to check all activity on the phone.
This isn't Big Brother,
that a
despite what you might
Kate
think.
Sagal.
Really?
Well, there are other records.
Oh, right click is the skipper. Yeah, you fucking said you could. You wanted to. They'd beat
You
him
said
up. They would
counsel
not.
already authorized you to show us any relevant records. How about it, Mr. Gray?
How about her?
Let's have a look at those restricted records, Mr. Gray.
We prefer not to share those
Dome
personal
'em.
customer records. It can project a negative...
You
It
fucking
would be-
said you would. 3, you've been yelled at. Yeah, this is a Telltale game.
How about we go get that warrant? Then we can search your restricted records and it all goes public at trial. How do you think your customers will like finding out you kept secret information about them?
Like what?
Oh my god. All right.
Oh my god. He jittered. Mm-hmm.
Who had access
can
to
we
Rachel
go
Trevino's
look at it?
voicemails?
According to our account record, only Ms. Trevino. There's no one else listed here. The only other
Click,
persons
clack.
with authorized access are myself, our customer representative team,
Oh my
and
God.
a few independent technical
He
contractors.
smokes. I'm sidekick, loser. He just doesn't seem like it. They told him to be truthful. Ah!
What about illegal access?
Hacking
I don't
into the
believe you.
account? Hard to say, because that'd be illegal.
So if no one at Mercury did this, could someone have hacked into the account?
We work very hard to maintain the integrity
You
of our
just
system.
said
So no recent problems with break-ins
if a woman
or
asks
hacking?
about hacking, then you
Our
tell the
security
truth.
is very good, detective.
You didn't answer her question.
No hacking at all. None. We've never had a single security breach.
Think he's done it? Yeah. Ugh.
Could
God.
someone delete voicemails off a phone remotely?
Sure, that's a feature we offer.
How would they do it?
Easy. You just need to have the account PIN number, just like your bank ATM.
So no? Because she's dead? I got 6 out of 5 right. Erase one of those X's. She was already dead. It's Ow! Oh, yeah, you're right. She was already dead. Fuck, of course she couldn't. That was seriously it? I thought you were faking me out with how fucking dumb that was. I guess you were. She was already dead, making
We're conducting a murder investigation, Mr. Gray. We need to know what happened to those voicemails, and we need to know now.
Sure, we can go get a warrant. If
I
that
think
makes you
I'm
feel
already
better.
dead and I don't
But by
realize
that
it. I think
time,
I'm playing
more
a
of your
video
customers
game.
might end up dead, like Rachel Trevino. That makes for a very negative corporate image.
All right. There's
Is it
no
possible
record of
Rachel
who
deleted
exactly
the
deleted the
voicemails remote?
But
Benson,
honestly,
you know she
someone
was fucking
modified
dead
her
already.
account about
Why did
2
you
weeks
ask
ago.
that?
Who?
Goober Gabs killed her and
This
deleted
is
her
embarrassing,
voicemails.
but it was one of our own contractors. He's a bit of a hacker. He could have accessed her information. He did not have company permission to do this.
But why?
He's a strange guy, detective. Very intense.
The man just
His
gave
name
himself
is
a
Tom
mental star
Newberry.
for remembering
Here's
the
his
person
contact
he's
number.
investigating is dead.
One thing, you might not want to call from your precinct.
Oh, why not?
Tom knows how to crack caller ID. He always knows who's calling and from where.
Thanks for the tip.
Music stop. Sick. Yo, I fucked you up. Yeah, so what's detective rank though? I should get powers.
Weird place for an interview, Curtis.
Witness requested we
A
meet here.
JPEG?
He thinks it's all a big game.
I get the impression he's young.
What's her little
His mom
necklace say?
answered the phone when I first called.
It's gonna be some stereotype.
Good cop or bad cop?
Bad cop, definitely.
Suits me.
They both did eyebrows. It's the
Call
guy from
me
Dark.
Anonymous.
Okay,
Name
friend.
and phone number, dumbass.
I'm anonymous. Drink. What's that alibi
Where were
from?
you on Saturday night?
Everywhere.
Alias, I mean alibi.
Tom, we can go downtown right now if that's how you want to play it.
Sorry, I was online. On a raid.
Anyone corroborate
rain?
this?
About 20 warriors in my guild.
What's a
Let me
nerd?
rephrase. Did anyone real see you?
Yeah.
My name is
My
unimportant.
mom. I live with her. She was there the whole time.
Deepy throat. It's plausible. A mother would never lie to protect her son. Benson State. Did she actually? Is this just seriously like what they just said?
Yeah, I talked to your mom on the phone already. She know you're out this late?
Hilarious.
Rachel
Did you know
in
Rachel
trouble.
Trevino?
She mentioned your name on her blog.
She did? Oh my god, really?
Oh my god.
What'd she say about me? Does she like me? Does she want to meet?
You sure you didn't know
Three-
her? Or
Oh, it's
want
Jewish
to know her?
scrolls.
I mean, you're smart, Tom. All you had to do was hack in, learn her secrets, get close.
No, it's not like that.
But she still wouldn't have you. It drove you crazy. And then, things just got out of control. It's not your fault. Am I right?
Am I right?
Wait, what's not my fault? What are you talking about? Look, you gotta believe me. I didn't know this girl. I don't know any girls.
You're gonna have to, yeah, you're gonna have to flash back and remember that she's dead. I believe him. He does not know any girls, you're right. He would never kill. It's against the code! It's to actually know anyone. Yeah, that's the thing about lying. They fuck up their tenses.
It's okay, Tom. I believe you.
I saw it
We
in an
believe
article.
you. Calm down.
Rachel was
It's a
killed the other
nerd
night.
code. He'd
I
never
just
kill
had to
someone.
make sure you weren't playing us.
Especially a nerd. Oh
So,
god, this
Tom,
is so good.
How many FTPs do you have?
Where'd you learn that word? You're using that word wrong.
FTPs. Do you have them?
Someone taught you a computer word and you're using it wrong. Just stop.
Well, like, for this game, though. A red hair. What?
We talked to some people
many
at Mercury
FTPs do you
Telstar.
have?
You have a reputation there. People said you're good. Too good, maybe.
We thought you might have done something illegal.
Why did this
but
sound
they
just
said
do
their
that?
security is way too tough for you to crack.
Please. I wrote their security. The
How many
firewall,
DTFs
the
do you know?
protocol encryption.
Well, he is a
all
nerd.
me, detective.
So, you could crack a voicemail account?
Stupid easy.
What about deleting voicemails?
In my sleep,
Stupid
detective.
woman asking me questions.
And what did Mercury Telstar think of that?
Did they give you an FTP for that?
Why would your old company accuse you of hacking?
Mercury Telstar hates me. They'll accuse me of anything.
Crack 'em.
I'm a rogue
Been
anarchist
smoking
activist.
FTPs all day.
Those accounts are my playground.
This guy's probably high on
And
like
you
6
hacked
of
Rachel
them now.
Trevino's.
I don't
pay
know.
attention.
No. No. Why are you asking?
Your old company seems to think you did, and you apparently possess the skills.
No, I don't. Look, for instance, I couldn't have gotten through their firewall, right? No way. The protocol encryption alone is just way beyond my skill.
No. They said you could. He wrote the system. He said the people hate him when to do it. He said he's an anarchist. They do not commit crimes. He wrote the FTP, Paxit, Daxit, Dazzle, Destiny. Give me them stars, baby. The
lying
FTP is too thick.
Totally not lying, detective.
Remember how you were bragging on how you wrote the security?
Oh. Right.
Why you like
That
this?
means
The pixel
Now we just need
Destiny,
motive
you
and
mean?
opportunity.
Hey, wait a second. You didn't Mirandize me. I know my rights.
Oh, Tom, this is just an interview, not an arrest. So sorry. Miranda doesn't apply.
Sorry. Beat his ass! Anarchists don't commit crimes.
Would it surprise
Anarchy!
you to learn that the internet was developed by the Department of Defense? Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a weapon is what it is. But weapons are harmless when dismantled. My mission is to take the internet
My
and
being
explode it into a million pieces.
But then what will you do on Saturday nights?
Well, there's always Dungeons and Dragons.
Let's get back to Rachel Trevino.
Drink!
So, why would a nice guy like you want to delete voicemails?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Curtis, can I tase this guy?
Tom, I think you're starting to irritate my partner.
You like games, Tom? Let's play a game. It's called Detective Benson Likes You for a Murder. I throw you in jail, and you try to survive as long as you can against the drug addicts and the gang members who live there. You can post the results on your blog.
I am a gang member.
I can picture the
I
Facebook
live in
update
jail.
now.
They said Facebook.
Okay. There was another reason.
Another reason.
What is this another reason?
Well, I was paid to access the account, of course.
By who?
I don't want to say.
You better say. Or do we need to call your mom and tell her you're running a hacking ring out of her basement?
Oh, Jesus, no. Look,
I wanna
don't get
hack
her
the ring
involved.
out of her
That woman has
basement.
enough problems. These people are powerful.
Names. We need
Are they vampires?
names.
DMCA.
I don't know their names.
But you know they're powerful?
Why does Sal keep doing that?
We only did business over the phone. They had their caller ID blocked, so I.
You
know,
said
I
you
had
can
to
hack
get rid of
caller
them.
IDs. I wish if you did it wrong, it would do a funny thing and you don't just fuck up and drown. He's a Weasley little nerd riding.
You're a terrible
Okay,
liar,
shit.
Tom.
Your old boss told us you know how to crack caller ID codes.
I'm
You
kicking the
know
wire,
their
it's gonna
names,
kill it.
And you're gonna tell us one way or another.
Oh.
You know what? Playtime is over. You better start coughing up solid answers or I'm throwing you in
I'm gonna
Rikers,
enter
and
your ass.
Mom will have to spend her last cent to post your bail.
Okay. But listen, I only hacked the accounts to sell the voicemail passwords.
Passwords? Plural?
Yeah, I did a lot of them.
Plural?
Celebrities, politicians, you name it. Then
He's
I
the
sold
guy.
The passwords to this
He
lady
caused the
named
fappening.
Gwendolyn Scott. She's like a PR flack.
Did she ask you to mess with Rachel's account?
Yeah, I figured it was corporate espionage or something.
Yeah?
You know, what do I care? Let the capitalist pigs brawl in the mud.
Yeah, throw
Who's it
you in
gonna
jail
hurt?
for not answering my question.
Rachel Trevino.
Have a great night, Deep Throat.
Music stop. They go limp. Have a great night, Deep Throat. That's an actual line in this.
We're going to
He's
start
dead!
by what we call defining your moment.
Gwendolyn Scott.
Yes.
I'm Detective
White
Ray Curtis.
suburban
This is
college
Detective Benson.
dropout
We need to talk
accosted
to you
by
for a
law
minute.
enforcement
So
and no
sorry,
one
I'm
cared.
busy.
More on the story and others at
important.
6.
I like your voice.
My client
At 6.
is important. You can call my office.
You know, a guy named Tom Newberry just gave me this girl's number, PR flack. She likes to buy voicemail passwords and blackmail her clients. Maybe I'll call her instead.
Look at his eyes! He's dead! Bubba is dead.
5 minutes.
Just beat her.
Was that fun, detective?
She's got bruises on her
Sometimes
eyes,
I
huh?
like to play rough.
Well, so do I. But a little charm can go a long way.
He's gonna give her to Gian Gomeshi.
Okay, you're gonna tell me how you deleted Rachel Trevino's voicemails.
Whoa, down boy. What voicemails?
If you don't tell me now, we're gonna take you downtown.
Fine.
On
And
a
I'll call my
slip and
lawyer
slide.
and we can just sit there and stare at each other like a bad first date because I don't know what you're talking
Did I
about.
seriously
and I
have
don't
to
like
do the
your
charming
attitude.
path because she said be charming? Fuck you.
Sorry, I
Fuck
promise
you.
this will only take a moment of your time. You're a busy girl.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
And I promise I won't make up extra questions as an excuse to talk to you longer.
All right, Romeo, settle down. Ask away.
Do you know Tom Newberry?
No.
No. Ba-bam! She just doesn't want to go to jail. Does she know him and paid for passwords? Seen her name. Is that it? Got it difficult there. I couldn't remember
He
which
says he
one
knows
it was.
you. That's how we got your name.
A lot of people know me.
Do a lot of people call you?
I'm fucking famous,
Not the right
loser.
people.
I'm the famous girl. Do you
So
ever make
if I
phone
look
calls?
up your phone records and Tom Newberry called you, and you talked to him more than once, now, would I be crazy to think you're lying to me?
I'd
Would
say
you be
you were
crazy?
just jealous.
Do you feel like she's cooperating? Correct, she isn't. People. She's getting angry, and that's. I want that one. Ah.
I'm not the jealous type, Miss Scott,
Rats!
and I don't like playing games. You knew him.
Fine. Yes, we did business. I paid him for insider information.
I'd like
You
to
paid
be
Tom for
inside
what
her
exactly?
information.
Passwords. I paid Tom for access to voicemail accounts.
Who's
so
this
you
game
could delete
geared
Rachel
towards?
Trevino's voicemails?
Look, I really shouldn't say.
Did you want to keep her quiet?
They
Miss
thought
Scott,
people in their
were you
mid
involved in her
30s and
murder?
up would play this game.
No, I did delete Rachel's voicemails, yes, but I did it for someone else, on someone else's orders. Understand?
I believe that. New topics reveal. It must be true because it make her look guilty. During a hacker attack. She is attracted to Curtis and trying to impress him. Getting psychological. Tiger Mafia! That she paid for access and he never personally... Is that it? God, this is hard. This game is not good. It's
All right,
perfect.
I'm listening. Why don't
This
you
is
tell
a
me
product
when-
of the dreamer.
Was someone else
She
involved?
fucks nerds. Yeah, I
What
wanna get
kind
that
of
good
business do
stuff.
you do, Miss Scott?
The PR biz is a very careful, very delicate balance between what you know, what you say, and who you say it to. There was this one guy. Used to be major A-list, now he's major A-hole. Anyway, he crashed his car outside Savannah, stinking drunk and out of his mind on PCP. I mean, who does PCP anymore?
You're talking to a cop.
He gets out, strips all his clothes off, and flags down a car full of
Oh,
college
was it the
students.
Coney guy?
Well, by the time they got to Daytona Beach, they had 2 hours of him ranting about Canadians on
doesn't-
their cell phone cameras. I had to pay
Oh, I
them
missed
each
it.
$10,000 for the phones and footage. 40 grand. And on
Canadians.
top of that, I had to pay out for damage to the car seats due to excessive
Doo-doo.
sweating.
Enchanting story, Miss Scott.
She's a megaphone. You found an enchanting... Okay.
Who asked you to delete the voicemails?
A client. I really can't tell you.
I'm gonna find out anyway. I'm actually pretty good at this detective thing.
You might have noticed my
Well,
tie.
crap. I guess it's all over for me anyway.
Get off the phone.
Here's the deal. I gave Rachel's password and voicemails to my usual buyer, Alexander Baron.
Alexander Baran, as in CEO of Wider Media?
Wider
the Russian
Media.
guy who owns like half the television stations in America?
The very same. Baron bought Rachel's voicemail access for me a few weeks ago, and then told me to delete them all.
Maybe she was hookstituting for him. I believe that.
Comb that strand of hair over, you alcoholic home-wrecking cunt.
Mm-mm. His name... Was he? I didn't look in the notebook. He didn't say that. Wider Media. I don't know the answer to this. Can I use my cop instinct? Top one? Okay. Thanks.
Wider Media. Rachel wrote that in her day planner. It didn't click until now.
Was I supposed to examine the evidence somehow?
Does the name
Why would I ever
Rachel
do that?
Trevino mean anything to you?
No, should it?
She
She
was
looks like
murdered
an
last
anime.
night. We found her body at the park.
This is like
Regency.
D4.
Oh, poor girl. As if life isn't tough enough for housekeeping.
Yeah? I didn't say she was in housekeeping. How'd she know Rachel's name? I wish I could just... Okay, let's see it.
I didn't say anything about her being with
Ah! It just
I
goes...
must have read it in the paper.
Fuck you.
Nothing's been released to the papers yet.
It must have been
I wish you would
gossip.
say the
You
wrong
know how
thing, and
these
she's
things
just
get around,
baffled at
Detective.
how fucking dumb he is. Oh, what was it? No? So,
Tom
how do you
Newberry
know about
already told
Rachel
us you knew
Trevino?
her.
Oh, that Rachel. Of course. My mistake. I can be such an airhead.
Miss Scott, why was Alexander Baran interested in Rachel Trevino? She's a maid. He's a Russian billionaire. I don't get it.
The fucking...
Rachel Trevino was not a hotel maid. She was an activist, a blogger, and she had uncovered some dirty, dirty secrets about Alexander Baran. He's a very bad boy detective.
What did she find out?
Baran has a problem
The Sixth
keeping it
Sense
in his
is knowing if
pants,
someone is a
especially when it
housekeeper.
comes to housekeeping staff. We've had to cover up a few unsavory encounters. Rachel tried to set up a
Is she the
sting
voice from the
going
vampire
undercover
game?
at the hotel, and I honestly don't know what
am
happened after that,
Jeanette.
but I think she got in over her head.
Did Baran kill her?
She was an SJ
And
dub.
this is where my lawyer would advise me to keep my mouth shut.
Come on, Gwen.
Oh, now it's Gwen. I like that. Okay, look. All I'm gonna say is the Parkview Regency Hotel has a front desk,
She was a
right?
goober gopher.
Ask them who stayed there on
Great
Saturday.
going, Gobbly Gorb. Wrap it up. Yeah, I want that detective rank. Why do people say blogger like it's
That was
something
Cormac
anyone wants to see on a
Precinct.
resume?
Alexander Baran was a guest at
I
Parkview
do have a
Regency the night
popular
Rachel was
live
killed.
journal.
He checked out earlier today
Come on,
and
Gwen.
he's on his way to MacArthur Airport. He's got a private jet and an appointment in London.
Well, he's gonna be late.
They cost
Mr.
him at
Baran! Mr. Baran! Detective Curtis, NYPD.
He was just pretending not to hear it
we
all the
need
way
to
up to
talk
the
to you
point
about the
where it had to
murder
be
of a hotel
fun.
maid over the weekend.
A maid? Are you serious? I'm leaving for London.
Look like about an inch and a half to you, Ray?
Sure does.
Mr. Alexander Baran, you are under arrest for the murder of Rachel Trevino. You have the right to remain silent.
To remain sexy. Just and action. Whenever you're ready, go.
I don't know why we're wasting time here. I'm a Russian.
Harder.
I have diplomatic immunity.
They just
I did a
stole
little research on you, Mr. Baran. Rachel's blog was a very interesting
Lethal
read.
Weapon too?
Maids, waitresses,
Diplomatic
executives at your
immunity.
own company. Is there any woman you wouldn't hit on? Your mom?
Miss Benson,
Would you hit
I
on your
am a
mom?
handsome, virile
Ask him
man.
if he plays
I
Gwen.
radiate
Yo, I'm
power.
fucking handsome, dude.
Women are attracted to it despite themselves.
My sperm is
Here's the
still
clue.
ripe.
When a woman
I'm
is
hot,
attracted
chicks
to
wanna
you,
fuck
she
me.
does not slap you with a sexual harassment lawsuit.
All Russians
You've
are
had
immune to
12.
laws.
I'm a flirt. I get slapped with all sorts of things.
Would you slap him?
You've had 12 lawsuits?
Yes.
Am I supposed to be... Yeah, like... Should I be looking at...
I'm just
Oh,
impressed.
fuck.
I
Clues
mean,
and shit?
you gotta be some kind of gentleman to cause that much noise.
I appreciate your sarcasm, but I'm not allowed to discuss the details of my settlements.
Women, they love power. They love machismo. But most of them, when they get their hands on a stallion, all they do is complain about the race. Am I right?
Yeah.
And these bloggers, they're all feminists, right? Always complaining
Yeah.
about guys, especially macho guys.
I hope
Guys
the
like
girl
you.
detective doesn't understand what he's doing and she
Sorry.
just gets angry.
My lawyers have advised me not
You
to
know what? You're
take the
both
bait
under
so
arrest.
easily
I knew
off
this was
my
happening. They always
own
team up.
man.
Worth a shot.
Ah, you know.
You
These-
had
these
access to
fucking
Rachel's
women,
voicemails,
right?
and you destroyed them to cover up your connection.
Not true. I never touched the voicemails.
Nope. Sorry, you fucked.
Rachel
Someone else
knew
did
all about you. She was gathering evidence about you,
Cool.
about unreported assaults.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
You're not a
I never
masturbator,
even
yeah,
heard
it's throwing
the
the bait down.
voicemails you're
They hooped
so
right over it.
very concerned about.
Don't fucking talk to me, you lesser bean.
Did you know Rachel Trevino?
No.
We have DNA evidence that says you did.
What kind of
Sam?
evidence?
A rape kit.
You don't know
This
what
game's
you're
getting
talking
heavy.
about. It was completely consensual.
So you do know her.
You cops think you have it all figured out. Guess what? We were lovers.
We were fucking... Yes. How would you know this? Oh. If you were intelligent.
I'm not buying it. Sorry, Charlie. An
Sorry,
earlier
man.
witness already told us Rachel didn't have a boyfriend. And you lied about knowing her just now. That's 2 strikes.
A jury.
Mr.
might say
Baran,
different.
does the thought
When I
of
left the
corporate
room, that girl
espionage
was
and
alive.
destabilization of the world's economy make your cock go from limp noodle to bone thug?
I've got some
So
alternative.
let's say,
alternative.
maybe this girl, Rachel, maybe she liked it a little rough. And you obliged. Consenting adults, right?
Sure, completely consenting.
And the cane could have been involved.
Could have been.
Like what? He fucked her with the cane? Is that
Tell
where
me
the
how
incident
cane
happened?
fits into this scenario. Was it an accident?
I'm sure it must have been.
Did she ask you to use it?
Yes, she asked me to do it.
What?
It was her idea. She liked that kind of thing, I guess. Like I said, it was all consensual. This girl was kinky. She saw my cane. She wanted
What
to
is
try
this
it.
game?
She was an adult.
So you admit it.
No.
No,
No.
no, I don't. Why do you think? Do you have evidence against him? Yeah, because he fucking just. Cane user and wider media. Yeah, no shit, wider media. The 3 pieces of evidence: the cane he was carrying and the DNA evidence. The testimony, the bruise mark on her neck, and the cane Baran. I think it's that, isn't it? The hotel registry. Oh yeah, he was... You fucked.
You didn't come forward
gotta
when
let
you
you
heard about
go.
the murder.
I had no reason to. A maid is killed. How is this my business?
She was your girlfriend.
Ah, but you say she is not detective.
So now you're
Seems
under
like you were
arrest.
trying to avoid this investigation.
No, I had every intention of cooperation. In fact, when you found me, I was on my way to see my lawyer.
Uh-huh. In your jet.
He's on vacation in Florida.
I want to say, I want to get them all right, but they don't do it good. They punish you for getting wrong ass. He said his lawyer was local. He was on a trip. Said lawyer lived in London. I hit her with my
You said
cane.
you were
So you
headed
hit
to
her with
London.
your cane? No,
It's just
no.
a hop, skip, and a jump to Moscow from there. And then, you'd be out of our reach.
Your knowledge of geography is so American.
Okay.
You know, killing the witness to a crime gets you an automatic upgrade to Murder 1.
What crimes? What witness?
Rachel had evidence on you, Baran. She knew what you were up to.
She wasn't a witness to anything. Those voicemails were about an expose, a plan to blackmail me.
No. How did he know about the voicemails?
You're lying, and we can prove it.
His lips are moving. I can tell you're lying because your mouth going up and down.
You just told us you never heard those voicemails, so there's no way you could know what they were about. You heard them, and you know it. You're looking better and better for this murder with every lie that comes out of your filthy mouth.
You
Filthy
better
was an
wipe that
accomplice.
smug smile off your face
Filthy
before you get
fetus
to
mouth.
Rikers.
Miss Benson, I'm innocent of this offensive charge. My lawyers will have this all thrown out, and my country will protect me.
Really? We can place you at the murder scene. We can connect you to the victim and her voicemails. And your cane is a match for the murder weapon.
Now might be a good time to panic.
No, my.
That's a hell of a lot of evidence to throw out.
That's why I have a hell of a lot of lawyers. Don't worry, I'll be out in a few days. Then maybe I'll call you, baby.
Gosh, you are just not.
Suddenly she's sitting down in front of him. It worked.
Come on, Ray. Let's go get a
I
bite.
thought she was standing
Mr. Baran
up.
can stew in his own ick for a while.
That's what your mouth. Her eyes roll up. Killed her with. I have to get my water. Flies. Give her the cane. Let's get some vitamins, baby.
The district attorney's office
Replay.
takes a dim view of rape and murder in our city, Mr. Baran. Your defense contends you have diplomatic immunity, but the Russian consulate says you only have limited immunity.
Yeah, like
My
what? You
status
can't.
protects me from prosecution of any crime committed in the course of
How does
my
that actually work? Because that's
diplomatic mission.
foolish.
I met Mr.
I raped and
Reno in the
murdered someone.
capacity
They're just
of a
standing there.
Russian media expert as a diplomat.
Did you meet Rachel Trevino at the
You
Parkview
get to be the
Regency?
lawyer.
She said she worked there, so we agreed to meet.
And instead you slept with her.
Yes, women are attracted to me, Miss Carmichael.
Not all of them.
Objection!
Withdrawn.
Objection. They are actually all attracted to him. She's lying.
The cane you carry matches the bruise on Ms. Trevino's
Look at that
neck.
guy. I
Did
wish
you
I had a
have it
little
with
cursor.
you during your meeting with her?
I don't know. It's a cane, Miss Carmichael, not a precious
I got a
diamond.
lot of canes.
I don't watch it every single
The cane
minute.
made of wonder. Why is his eyebrows doing that? Can you catch him in a lie?
This is filthy fetus face. I did
Fetus.
not do these. I have to lie to me. Mr. Baran, I found you guilty of
I did not
sodomy
do
and
these.
first-degree murder. The court hereby sentences you to death by vodka-induced head-on collision in a Lada.
Oh, Filthy's got cut off. Why? Yeah, why is she doing that? She was Kane Kin. He must have always had it. He told police he choked her. He must have had it during the meeting. Gwen Scott stated he always kept the cane nearby. It was photographed. He must have had it during the meeting? Before? How do you know that?
That was for my daughter, you bastard!
Chav!
Bailiff, restrain that man. Order!
Some
Order!
fucking chav done him in.
My baby, you murderer!
Oh yeah, she's so traumatized. Ooh. It looks like him.
Judgment Day. Hero dad gets revenge. Taking care of business. Father does what court cannot. American justice. The headlines go on. The people love this guy.
3!
Chavez Trevino. He killed the smug bastard who killed his daughter. Of course they love him.
How
Cutter.
the hell did he get a gun into the courtroom?
This is gonna get messy quick. I say we charge him with voluntary manslaughter and let it go.
Let him go. Yeah, it was involuntary.
Abby?
You know what keeps me up at night? What if his aim was off? Just
Being
slightly.
trapped in this fucking
I wouldn't even
JPEG.
be here to answer your question, Jack.
You're right. I'm not setting a precedent for street justice in our courtrooms, despite what the people
Thinking about
think
yourself.
they want. Prove it was premeditated. Hit him with murder one.
You got it, boss.
How did your client plead, Ms. Mullen?
Not guilty. Be advised, we're going to mount a diminished capacity defense.
Don't
The
advise
defendant
me.
is a Gulf War vet who suffers from chronic post-traumatic stress disorder. We will show that Mr. Trevino was under extreme emotional distress at the time of the shooting and is therefore not eligible for murder one.
Any issues, counselor?
None, Your Honor. Defense has briefed us already. This doesn't change anything. We're moving ahead with murder one. Focus
fuck
on
his
the
ass.
premeditation.
She was a witness at her own crime, hell. Cross-examine. Try to break her down her story. Id shooter. Yeah, Doom.
Can you
isn't
tell
it?
us
Doom 4.
definitively who shot Alexander Baran?
Without a doubt, the defendant, Chavez Trevino, shot him.
Chav.
I looked to see Mr. Trevino standing up with a smoking gun in his hand. Literally.
And can you identify him for the court?
Sitting right there.
Only
That's your
Tumblr snap
shooter.
PTSD. Yeah, he's lying. Yep. Wrong. Wrong. Even that? You fucked it. 10 justice points. It actually is. Police officers never lie. She knows a lot about guns. She was fucking there. Why do you do that?
Please let
Look,
the
we
record
gotta get
show
some
the detective
interactivity in
pointed
this.
at the defendant.
Let him go. He's a dad. The gun.
Detective, how exactly did Mr. Trevino get a gun into the courtroom? Aren't there security measures?
We're still investigating how he breached security.
This
But he
isn't
claims
fair.
he
I
stuffed
want
it into
equal
his
rights.
jacket
I
and
want to
simply
be
walked
killed
through.
too. That
How
dad was
difficult would it have been to get
misogynist.
past security?
Triggered.
Mr.
Who are
Trevino had to avoid
ha
metal detectors and
ha
checkpoints
ha.
covering every entrance.
Yeah, that girl was treated
What would it take to
unfairly.
get
She
past
wasn't
all that
also
security,
shot.
Miss Benson?
Forethought,
Da fuck is
planning,
this?
and
Lord
intelligence.
Yorkshire bullshit.
Mr. Trevino
The
had to
fuck
keep his
is
cool
this?
and his wits about him at all times.
Diplomatic immunity. I trust her. Okay, I already won the score. Why did they make this game?
Actions inconsistent with someone under emotional distress.
In my view, yes.
Detective, does it bother you that people think the defendant is a hero?
I guess so. But it's not my job to worry about what people think. I follow the evidence.
But imagine a
Someone's
world
gonna
where
come
people
and
could
shoot
just
this girl.
walk into a court and start shooting. Would it be safe?
Yes.
I don't have to imagine. It happened. And no, it was not safe.
Objection! Relevance?
Sustained. Mr. Cutter, you're meandering.
Sorry, red herring. Oh, you got fucked off of that.
After the shooting, Mr. Trevino made a voluntary statement to you about why he shot Mr. Baran. True?
Yes.
What did he say?
He said Mr. Baran had to die. He said Mr. Baran was going to claim immunity, escape prosecution, and run back to Russia.
Are you lying about this?
What else did he say?
He said the courts were weak, powerless.
Did he
said
actually
the only
say this?
justice he wanted was a
You
death
can't just say
sentence.
anything.
So, his motive was less about avenging his daughter's murder and more about exacting the type of justice he wanted to see.
Objection.
Is that
Withdrawn.
exclusive to each other?
It was the black guy in the back of the room calling it now.
Is there any
You
doubt
are a
as to the
racist.
circumstances of the shooting, Detective?
None. Mr. Trevino shot the defendant in front of witnesses and admitted to the murder afterward. I wish every case was as simple.
Thank you, Detective. Your Honor, the
For
people rest.
Christ's sake!
No further questions for this witness.
Oh. Anybody got any crimes in here? Look how real you do things. Jesus Christ. That's upsetting. I want to be a dead person. I'll RT that shit. I like when other people see it and have no idea what the context is. They're just like, what is this? I don't think I Oh, we won? Motherfucker. The jury likes your case a little bit. Crimes. Yeah, thanks, friend. That's hilarious. What a nice thing to make me feel weird about. You are facing. Object when she gets out of line. God, I gotta look at it again. He's a temp gym teacher. Okay, let's fucking. Should disguise comments as questions such as believe this lie. This is argumentative. This is badgering. When Muslims cast out.
Detective Benson, you testified that you saw the defendant, Chavez Trevino, shoot the victim.
New lord tonight.
No,
I love when.
I testified
Yeah, that's what
that I
makes
turned
him.
around and saw
The more
Mr. Trevino
humiliating,
with a smoking gun
the
in
more
his
I have to
hand.
reflect on
About
my
a second
choices,
after I
the
heard the
better.
shots.
So
Jesus,
you
kick
didn't
flips and
actually
manuals.
see him do the shooting? Are we supposed to believe you're a relevant eyewitness?
Objection.
Asked and answered.
Argumentative.
Sustained. Ms. Mullins, enough with the rhetoric.
Yeah, fuck her up.
Immediately after the shooting, what did Mr. Trevino look like?
I don't follow you.
Was he composed? Calm?
He was in possession of himself.
Wasn't he yelling out, "My baby, you murdered her"?
He said that, yes.
He was out of his mind with grief. He was coming apart at the seams, and you didn't see it? Really? I don't believe you.
He was upset.
That's
Is
fine,
your
isn't it?
heart
Ah,
so
fuck.
cold, detective? Are you such a robot that you can't see another human in distress?
Have you no empathy?
Objection. Badgering.
Sustained.
Yeah,
the
back the
defense can
fuck
save
up.
the dramatic storytelling for its own witness.
Let's try this one more time. Was my client, Chavez Trevino, visibly shaken and distressed following the shooting?
Yes.
Did he appear rational? Calm?
No.
Was his behavior at that moment consistent with a person in severe emotional distress?
Yes.
So despite any forethought or planning he might have shown previously, the defendant was clearly in distress when he fired his weapon. True?
How?
True? Thank you. That's all for this
Hey,
witness.
don't you
Your
walk
Honor.
away from me. Girl fight. Wow, a cat fight. You won by 5. Isn't that like...
I just
How's
got
that
a
even a
message from
thing?
Cormac. You know the gun we took off Chav Trevino?
Yeah?
It's a ballistics match to the one used in the preppy joggers murder.
The joggers? The 2 kids who got killed in the park? That was in the 90s.
It was 1998. Me and Lenny Briscoe caught the case, but we ran out of leads and were never able to close it. We got pulled off, actually. It burned the old man's ass pretty good.
It burned his
Oh,
ass pretty good.
Tough break. But, well, then, how did Trevino get it?
Yeah, good question, Detective. This case has been on my mind since I got back. Then this falls in my lap. I feel like I owe it to Lenny.
Ray, any way I can help out, I'm in.
Thanks.
Was that a real episode? Hearsay. No expert knowledge. You're just saying things.
Mickey, in the
I
weeks
bet I'll
after
get
your
to try
sister's
out
murder,
one of each
how did
of
your dad
the
act?
new
Crazy.
objections.
My dad has PTSD again. It all came back. He needs different treatment.
Objection.
You're not a medicine.
Mickey Trevino is not a psychiatrist, Your Honor. He's
Why
not
is the
qualified
sound?
to diagnose his father.
Sustained.
This is Tumblr.
Mr.
It's all this
Trevino,
self-diagnosing.
Please limit your comments to what you saw.
Tell us the behavior
Experts
you
are
observed.
pussies, yeah.
He couldn't control his temper. He would like yell when the phone rang or like if a dog was barking 2 miles away. I didn't
This
know what
guy's so
to do.
real.
When Rachel was killed, I expected him to be really sad or depressed, but not, you know, not angry.
And this behavior.
Why would he get
Had
angry
you
when
ever
his
seen it
daughter's
before?
murdered?
No, but my sister did.
Objection.
That's hearsay.
Hearsay. Regrettably, the witness's sister is deceased
Remember,
and can't
the victim
testify
is
to the
dead.
truth of this statement.
Case closed.
Sustained.
I
The
won it.
jury will disregard that last remark.
When?
After he got home from the Gulf War, 1991. Pop had his troubles with the law. A felony assault charge, some other bullshit, some other nonsense.
Bullshit. Object, you're allowed to swear.
Objection. Withdrawn.
Did you think he would hurt anyone?
My uncle said he was getting dangerous.
Objection. Hearsay.
Sustained. If your uncle would like to
Withdrawn.
testify, then by all means. However, you may not testify for him.
Do you think your father was in his right mind when he shot Alexander Baran?
No. When my sister got murdered, I tell you, it smashed something deep inside
Object
my
every
dad.
time.
And
Yeah,
the
now that I
idea
know I
that
have
this
this
fat
power.
Russian bastard could walk away scot-free because of some technicality? My dad did the world a favor.
Thank you, Mickey. No further questions.
You're ahead by 85 points. I can fuck up a lot. I would have still been in jury duty for that one case if I didn't tell 300 people about my asshole. It would still be on for another month. I love my son. If you can make him admit. Just ask him right
Did your
away.
father try to buy a gun a week before the attack?
Yeah,
He
I
can't
guess.
fuck my sister.
Did you try to help sign for it?
Yeah, so what?
Your father
Objection.
was convicted of felony assault in 1992. He's not allowed to have a gun. Did you know about his conviction?
Nah, I didn't know nothing about that. Man's got a right to defend himself.
Actually, when he's a convicted felon, he doesn't.
Yeah, this guy agrees. Damn. How did
Where
he get
the
gun?
gun he used in
How
court?
did he get
I
gun?
told the cops already. I don't know where he got the gun.
You sure you didn't help him?
I've never seen it before. I didn't even know he had one.
I'd show 500
You
people
sure
my
you didn't
asshole
help
to
him
get
get
out
it?
of jury duty.
You
Yeah.
are under
Should've
oath, Mr.
proved
Trevino.
him.
I did not help him. Pop smuggled it in under his jacket. I don't know how he made it past security, but he did.
Ah!
Did you know Alexander Baran claimed he didn't
Rachel in
kill your sister?
trouble.
Does that bother you?
No, I know he did it.
How?
You could just tell.
But now you can
Mariska
never know for sure.
Haragororty
No one
is
can.
of Hungarian
You didn't let a
descent
court
whom the
decide.
Russians
You didn't let
viewed
a
as
jury
inferior.
decide.
Her
Burst
effeminate
of
mind
decided.
couldn't handle
And my
not being
dad
loathed,
decided.
and she
We wanted
paid Trevino
justice.
to shoot
That sounds like
Mr.
vengeance, not
Baran.
justice.
I am best
Sometimes
detective.
they're
I
two
connect
sides of the same
dots. Ha
coin.
ha.
What is this?
Oh, so
Mariska
we're flipping coins now?
Haragor is a Hungarian did it.
How do you and your father feel about Alexander Baran?
How do we feel? Are you freaking serious?
Easy, Mr. Trevino.
I'll
Sorry,
throw you in
Judge.
jail.
We hate the man. Alexander Baran is the guy who killed my little sister. My pop said he didn't care what happened to him.
He just has
He
a
said
neck
he would
injury, he
gladly
doesn't
kill
need to
Baran
nod.
so he could go to hell and kill him again. He's a fat cat with an army of lawyers ready to help him weasel out of everything he does. You know this guy. Every day you read about him. Oh, he loves to do the crime, but he does not do the time. Nope, not these boys.
What boys? Threaten Baron.
Did you ever hear your father threaten to kill Baran?
Baron.
Hurt? Yes. Kill? No.
I'm gonna. Well, I'm gonna hurt him. That's what I'm gonna do. Didn't he say he would gladly kill him?
That's not true. You just told us your father said
Thanks,
he'd like to,
James Woods.
quote, kill Baran and go to hell so he could kill him again.
That was like just a figure of speech.
Or the truth. Why didn't you get help
Or
from
it
your
was
dad?
actually the
It
truth.
seemed rational.
So he was in control? Enough so that you weren't worried?
Yeah,
Threaten the
I wasn't
witness.
worried.
So
cane.
where's the PTSD?
I guess.
So
I
where's
didn't
your
see it
PTSD then?
So maybe he didn't have it.
That's not what I meant. He did.
Line
So
about
why didn't you
PTSD?
get him help? Either you saw he was out of control and you did nothing, or you
You
saw
didn't want to
nothing.
trigger him.
Hey, there was no way to know what my
It was
dad
a
was going to
trigger
do.
trap.
He was crazy. How could I possibly have known it would come to this?
Because he kept saying, I'm going to kill. I got full justice on that. Yeah. He said his father was on drugs, and he said he knew his father tried to buy a gun. How would I know?
He already had a felony assault in his past, he tried to illegally buy a gun, and he told you he wanted Baran dead. If that was my old man, I'd have been a little worried.
He went on Twitter and got
You want us to believe
PTSD.
your dad just snapped. You say he hated Alexander Baran, knew in his heart Baran was guilty. He tried to buy a gun but couldn't, so he found one some other way. Then he smuggled it through
Excellent
security,
job,
stayed
remember?
cool until he had a fair shot, and fired an accurate pattern right into his intended victim. Now, Mickey, does that really sound like someone who just suddenly snapped?
Objection!
Withdrawn.
None of this would have happened if people acted right.
He's a
Rachel
prompt
writes a
withdrawer.
nasty blog, and this guy Baran kills her. My dad's going out of his mind, and his doctor goes on frickin' vacation. Vacation, can you imagine? It ain't right. Everybody fails us, and we gotta suffer for it.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Brot, here
Seems
is
like you fucked with the
$100. Please hand it to the jury to convict Trevino's son for being such a dickless twat waffle.
What's it in? They only introduce some new tricks. Thanks for the 100 jury dollars. I'll give it to that yellow-shirted fellow. Only 100, huh? 100 each, I hope. Oh, expert knowledge. I'm gonna get a plum.
Mr. Trevino,
I hope this
why
is
did you shoot
speculation. Right
Alexander
no, it's gonna
Baran?
be the second
He
one.
murdered my daughter. He was gonna go free. He was going
You
to
leveled
walk.
up your withdrawing ability, so it applies to other people. Oh, what was it? Why did you shoot him? He murdered my daughter, and he was going to go free. He was going to walk. That's speculation.
Objection. The witness can't know whether Mr. Baran
Well,
was
what
guilty
is-
or whether he would have gone free because he stopped the trial
Brot, you
dead.
are a true friend. I like the way
Can
you
tell us
are.
about
I got
Thanks
full
for being
justice.
there for me.
Diplomatic immunity?
Hey, I'm not a lawyer, but
I'd
I
like
know.
to be
I'm
more
always
like
happy
you.
to
He
see
just
you.
gets to
Your
see
smile
the law
brightens
says
the
he
room.
can
You
run
really
off to
impress
Russia.
me. I believe in you. I'd like to be more like you. You make my day. Friends forever. Love you.
Love you. She's so sing-song, but I know what that means. She just gets to skate. The law says you can run off to Russia. You're not
Objection.
an expert.
Witness stated he wasn't a lawyer. The diplomatic immunity rules are actually very complex, Your Honor. Alexander Baran's status was still under review even at the
Yeah,
time
how
of the
does it
trial.
work?
Sustained.
Mr. Trevino, can you take us back to 1991?
He's right, you know.
and your experience
Psychiatrists
after
are
the Gulf
always
War?
on motherfucking
was a
vacation.
ranger in Iraq.
Pisses me
I,
the hell off.
I saw a
Mine
lot of
won't
stuff.
quit going
When I got
on
back home, I
vacation.
had some,
Holy shit.
trouble settling
Because they make
in.
so much money,
What kind
they
of
have no
trouble?
choice but
I
to
was
not
never
be
a violent guy before, but suddenly anything could set me off. I fought all the time. I couldn't sleep.
Psychoids.
My wife divorced me. I wanted to die.
So I did.
Objection. Objection withdrawn.
And what did the Army say?
He does look
The
pretty
doctors
miserable. I believe
said
that,
I had
actually.
PTSD.
I would
They,
fucking divorce
They
this
said
fucker.
it interfered with my ability to regulate my emotions. So I joined a therapy group. I took meds for a while for the
We murder
depression.
people in court.
Got
as
myself back
treatment.
together.
What might have happened if you hadn't had therapy?
I don't know. Maybe gone crazy. Maybe hurt somebody. I might have snapped like I did that day in court.
Objection.
I want to withdraw.
Cause for speculation. Defense is asking the witness to relate an imaginary scenario.
Sustained. Let's focus on reality, Miss Mullins.
But you got
Something
yourself
you're not
back
too
together.
familiar with.
You lived a normal life. So what happened recently to bring it all back?
Rachel.
Your daughter was tragically murdered. And the
Yeah,
main
what set you
suspect
off?
appeared to you to have diplomatic immunity.
Objection.
Is that speculative?
Speculation.
Overruled. Defense is well within its rights to use words like suspect and appears in relation to the victim.
Can I do a
She
different
was my
one?
beautiful baby girl. He had no right.
She had her whole
How
life
could this
out of her.
happen in the 21st century in America? An innocent girl gets killed. The cops pin the blame on this scumbag, and still,
He might walk away.
as a man, as a father, I couldn't let that happen. She looked to me to protect her. All her life, I was a daddy, right? And I failed. And you failed. You didn't protect her when she needed it most. What use is all your legal garbage if you can't put a killer behind bars? So, as a father, it was up to me to put that wrong to right. Because no one else was gonna. Now my baby girl can rest with some kind of dignity.
Thank you, Mr. Trevino.
For
And
the murder,
sorry for
you
your
are still
loss.
going to jail.
Mr. Cutter,
Sean,
your
you are
witness.
very handsome. Your
Defense
voice tickles
requests a short
something
recess,
deep
Your
inside
Honor.
my
We wish
diaphragm.
to confer with the people
And looking
about a
into
plea
your
deal.
eyes was like the
Well,
first
make it
time I
quick.
heard the
We're all
Beatles.
on pins and
Will you
needles.
give that yellow submarine to me, baby? Wah-ha-ha-ooh-whoa.
Yeah, I'd love to. I love you. I think you're so sexy also.
Mike, Abby, let's not let a grieving father go to jail for the rest of his life. Can we talk deal?
Depends. What are you offering, Christina?
1 year in county plus probation. You give us the time. He doesn't belong in jail.
You're kidding, right? He's a killer. I got the bloodstains on my jacket to prove it.
Here's our counteroffer.
Objection, I have a small penis. Oh, 25 years! Or you can negotiate on something you feel is appropriate.
Murder
Lock
to
'em up.
25 years, but with the possibility of parole at 15. If you're the good person you say you are, then it shouldn't be a problem.
You got yourself a deal, Mike.
Yes!
We'll have the papers drawn
Okay,
up.
that's a deal. That sounds good too.
The people have agreed to a plea and sentence for the defendant, Your Honor.
Then I thank the jury for their service. Counsel, I will see you at the sentencing hearing on Monday.
Mr. Cutter, Miss Carmichael, I
just wanted to say-
thank you for the deal. I know what I did was wrong. Rachel was a beautiful person.
You know
She
what?
was
Thanks for
smart.
going easy.
She was going for it. She wanted to help the world. You know, make it a
How about
better
25 fucking years?
This
1 year
bastard
plus
just
probation.
walked
Okay,
into a life and
stupid.
ended it all.
And you walked into a courtroom and ended his life.
Why can't the law protect us?
From who? Alexander Baran? Or you?
Yeah.
Ray.
Bitch is what it
Thought you'd be out
is.
having a drink.
Nah,
Sucking
I'm going
these
through some more
titties.
files on the preppy case.
Trying to tie the
All
gun
you
to
want to
Trevino?
run up and suck
Yeah,
my
it's
law
coming up
titties.
cold.
Back the fuck away.
I wish Lanny was still around. He was good at this kind of thing.
Max sense.
Well,
Yep, sounds
this ought
fair.
to cheer you up. Turns out Mickey Trevino is an HVAC contractor for the city.
Okay.
Guess where he did a midnight repair 24 hours before the Alexander Baran trial?
Superior Court. He snuck the gun into an air duct.
Shall we go have a word with him?
Give him 25 years too. Sick. Ryan Kaufman. I want to play more of this. Screw. Bow. Yeah, let's see them voices. Choreography. Jason Latino. Nat Dart. Speed Weed. Present Creative. Take your piss break now, Mike Shrek. Will Wheaton. Laser Levine. I want to see you done the voices, asshole. Richard Uggo. Uggo's not allowed. The top three. Matthew Chavez, Rebecca Martin, Schweitzer, Chuck Cornelius, Sissy Jones, Chris Benoit, Kid Beyond, Gene Gore. That's that good shit. That's my stage name, Kid Beyond. Two Souls, baby. David Cage had a part in this. Dick Wolf, baby! Where's Speed Weed? Created with the Telltale tool. 2002. Synchronize this video game with a... What? You can't synchronize it? You can't do Dark Side of Oz with this. Yeah, girl. Okay, I'm gonna get a water. Play Ravens Cry. What's this supposed to be? He wrote the... I don't know. Yeah, he did.
Written and directed by Yu Bowl.
Oh, 2 stars. Bite my ace. Home to roost. I hope I get to arrest the
In
werewolf.
the criminal justice system, the
Would you
people
like
are
to hear me eat
represented by
veggies?
2 separate yet equally important groups. The police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Coming, sweetie.
I'm adding to the soundtrack.
Mommy's here, Noah.
Nothing
Zom.
is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off. It wasn't my war. I come
Neil?
back to the world, and I see all those little bitches at the
That
airport
you?
protesting me. Unless they've graduated top of their Navy SEAL class and been on numerous secret Al-Qaeda raids.
Oh, wow! Thanks for all your money! You're so fucking unique! Everyone now knows how fucking sick you are! Thanks, dude!
At first I thought it was some kind of prank, but then I looked down and saw Neil.
Okay, yeah, that's all the questions for now.
Some prank.
Yeah, well, sounds like he was a real cut-up.
Yeah!
What's that, goulash? Get it out of here, Ray, for God's sake.
What's the matter? Doesn't smell too bad to me.
No, it smells too good. Julia's got me on a health food diet. She's got this crazy idea high blood pressure is a bad thing.
Sounds like a real nut. I give it 3 weeks.
The diet or Julia?
Both.
Rogers just dropped off the report on Neil Jensen. Exsanguination.
Poor guy bled to death.
Well, that would explain all the red stuff.
Objection.
How many cuts we talking about?
Over a dozen, but most of them are superficial. Victim bled out from a deep laceration
just go
to the
on about
femoral
themselves.
artery.
No? You can
usually
fail
don't
just
go
talking
for
to your
the guy
friends.
if you're aiming to
I do
kill
that
a
too
guy.
much.
Knife fight, maybe. Jensen knocks his attacker down. Attacker gets in a lucky slash.
He was an Italian person.
Van Buren. Uh-huh. Really? How do they... Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Elliptical and nucleated. Got it. Well, let us know if you find out anything else. That was the lab.
Elliptical and nucleated?
The red blood cells? Turns out it's not human. It's bird blood.
What kind of bird?
A dead one, I'm guessing.
The victim was stabbed
I wish
with
that
a
was a
pellet.
setup for an awesome joke. And she goes, she does the up. You fucked. Okay. Fuck. You said I could right click and skip this. A peach and apple, it's a Celeron.
What's that, goulash? Get it out of here.
What's the matter?
No, it smells
What's
too
the matter?
good.
Sounds like a real nut.
The diet or Julia?
Both.
Rogers just dropped
Love
Poor
that
guy
smile.
bled.
Well, that was... How many cuts we talking about?
Over a dozen, but most of them are superficial. Victim bled out from a deep
We
laceration
were in
to
this
the
bar
femoral
in
artery.
Saigon, and this little shit comes up this kiddo carrying a bag of Doritos, and he says, XCOM play please XCOM. I said get wrecked cunt. He kept a skin, and Sean said yeah.
Fatal loss of oxygen.
And I went to get a couple of Mountain Dews and the Doritos was wired and he opened up the bag,
The
fucking
Doritos was
blew
wired.
his hand up ass all over the place. And he's laying there, he's fucking wrecked, there's hands up ass all over me just.
Time of death?
4:17 a.m. Apparently, the guy was still alive when his
Hand
wife
up
found
ass
him,
everywhere.
but just barely. Blood trail leads down to the curb,
Death by dying?
then disappears.
Well, at least he got to die at home. When did he get wounded?
Around 2.
Slow bleeder.
Well, we've all got problems.
Did he just instantly die of his wounds? Okay. Ah!
What do we know about the weapon? Switchblade, maybe?
Right length, but Roger says it was curved, like a scythe.
Our victim was done in by a midget Grim Reaper.
Yeah, see? I knew he was
Anything
gonna
we can
say
use to
that.
ID the
I am
corpse?
the psychic.
No fingerprints, but it appears some of the blood on Jensen's clothes wasn't his own.
No, I got small
Our
carrots.
victim got in a few good jabs before he went down, huh? What does the lab have to say?
Results aren't back yet.
Nucleated?
Any minute now. Van Buren. Uh-huh. That was the lab.
Elliptical?
The red blood cells.
I want to
Turns
get a
out
6
it's not
score.
human. It's bird blood.
What?
A dead one.
Our victim was...
You.
Hold off a minute, Lenny. I got something here.
What?
Jensen's nanny. She's waiting to catch a bus, but I don't see it coming yet.
Then let's not waste any time.
Mind if we ask you a few questions?
No English.
How did Mr. and Mrs. Jensen get along? Did they fight?
All married couples fight sometimes, I guess.
I didn't
don't
expect
plan
that
to get
voice
married
from her.
myself.
I used to say that too.
Yeah, I said it a bunch. Yeah, never did me any good.
But not everybody fights in front of the nanny.
Okay.
What did Mr. and Mrs. Jensen fight about when they fought?
Not the usual. Money. I guess he was
Yeah,
better
the
at spending it than
usual.
making it, and new babies cost a lot. He was pretty pissed when she cut off his allowance.
Allowance? How old was he,
Well-
12?
Hey, don't tell her I told you that. I want the nice as it is.
I'm for sure gonna tell her that. Wrong. Aw.
Did you know Neil Jensen very well?
You mean, were we lovers?
That wasn't where I was going.
But since you brought the subject up,
No, he was my employer, that's all. I liked him, though. We had a lot of good talks. He was interested in stuff, you know? Ideas. He was really interested when he found out I was a Wiccan. He liked to ask questions.
Wiccans, don't they sometimes sacrifice animals? Pigeons? Chickens?
No, we in the Wiccan community revere life in all its forms. God, people have such ignorant ideas.
Nice going.
Hey, not every hunch pans out.
Where were you Wednesday morning at 2 a.m.?
In bed. Where else?
Here?
I only work days. I live in Bedford-Stuy. Check with my parents if you don't believe me.
Do you live with him?
here's my bus. Gotta run.
We got all we need out of her. Come on, let's talk to the widow.
Bam, 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 bam.
I'm sorry I wasn't much help to you last night.
Sorry.
We quite understand, Mrs. Jensen. You've been through a terrible shock.
Please call me Ellie. And I apologize again in advance. I'm going to have to cut this short when Noah wakes up at 3:55.
You've got him on a schedule?
It's the other way around. Wait and see. You could set your watch by him.
Aren't you missing a personal item?
Was your husband missing anything when you found him? Any valuable personal items?
His wallet?
Was on him. $8 and a MasterCard.
His Rolex.
No Rolex on the body.
I gave it to him on our 10-year anniversary. It's engraved. He always wore it.
Yeah, he is actually Mr. J.
Anything you
Mr.
can tell
J?
me about your husband's background?
He had a poker problem in college when I first knew him. Junior year, I had to cover his student fees because he gambled away the money his parents gave him. Of course, that was 15 years ago, but I worried maybe he was falling back into old habits.
Eat your rabbit food.
Any idea what Mr. Jensen wasted your money on?
God knows. Like I said, he was very closed-mouthed about his research expeditions.
Nope. Oh, what was the question?
Be honest.
Any chance it was something illegal? Drugs, gambling, or maybe he was being blackmailed?
Or having sex. Was that a rooster?
What's that noise?
Our chickens. Henny,
Yeah!
Annie, and Maxine. You've never seen chickens in New York?
Well, sure, but they usually come with biscuits and a side of mashed potatoes.
You're behind the times, officers. Urban farming is the
Jesus
wave of
Christ,
the
these
future.
white people.
Fosters a connection to the earth. Plus, once you've tasted homegrown eggs, those watery factory-produced things just make you gag.
One of the things we're trying to make sense of here, Ellie, is we found avian blood on your husband's clothes.
Avian?
Bird blood.
I know what the word means. It's just very odd.
That's what we thought.
Maybe your husband slaughtered a chicken for dinner last night?
I don't think so. He doesn't take much of an interest in them, to be honest. They're more my thing. He only helps
do the
out when
slaughtering.
it's something I can't bring myself to do.
About those chickens
Neil
of
and the
yours,
chicken.
what do you mean when you say Neil would do the things you couldn't bring yourself to do?
Well, raccoons got one once, and he cleaned up the mess, but that was ages ago. And I made him get rid of Roger last July.
Roger?
Their
A cockerel. He started out as Rebecca.
Mm.
See, keeping hens is perfectly legal in New York City, but it's against the law to keep a rooster.
Makes sense to me.
We raised
So,
our brood
Brother
from
Dean,
chicks.
a little
And of
while
course, all
back
chicks
I
look
asked
alike.
you to
They're
play
sexed
Metal
before they're
Gear.
sold, but
Now
the process
play
isn't
Metal Gear,
foolproof.
Brother Dean.
We
Where is
bought
my
four
Metal Gear?
hens.
Where?
One of them turned out to be a rooster.
Right. By the time we found
I
out
think this
she
case is gonna
was
turn out to be a
he,
rooster.
I had grown fond of him.
David Hayter himself
I
said it.
didn't
Yeah,
have
I'd
the
play
heart
it.
to
I
get
keep
rid
meaning
of
to
him
play
myself,
Peace
so
Walker.
I made Neil do it.
In it.
But like I said, that was practically a year ago.
Do you know what he did with it?
He took it back to the farm we got it from. in
Yeah,
New Jersey.
okay.
Cora's Cluckers. I can give you their number.
It went
They
right
know
back
us
to the
there.
farm, safe and sound.
Your nanny.
Ada Marie Velasquez.
This may be an indelicate question, but your husband never...
Neil liked to flirt, but he wasn't
He
a
didn't
cheater.
fuck any of the
You're
chickens.
sure?
I know what goes on in my house. I'm sure of that. And I installed a nanny cam to make extra sure.
What if he fucks her
Her
somewhere
husband
else?
was a magician. He could make a chicken time
I heard
and
something
disappear
about you cutting
forever.
off your husband's allowance.
No.
Could he bring it back? No? Ada Marie, who the fuck is that? Jenny Marie? Oh, it's fucking Adam, isn't it? I
Who
don't
told
know
you
her name.
that? Ada Marie?
We're not at liberty to divulge.
She's alluding to the fact that I took Neil's name off the savings account last week. I didn't enjoy doing it, but
Yes?
when Neil was in research mode, he spent money. Well, recklessly.
Well, I'm
He'd
in
get so
research
caught
mode,
up
what do you
in his
expect?
work, prudence would go out the window. I used to put up with it, but new babies are
That's the second
expensive.
time I heard of this day.
Your husband was a writer.
Oh, maybe I've read some of his work.
I doubt it. I didn't mean that the way it sounds.
She
you
knew you
don't
can't
by
read.
any chance subscribe to the Metamodernist Quarterly.
So your husband wasn't about to become the next John Grisham.
Wasn't that difficult for you?
Sponsor name drop.
Him not bringing in a regular income?
We got by. I believed in my husband's work, detective, and thankfully my income was sufficient to support both of us comfortably. I'm principal at PS 84.
The fuck shit is that?
Do you know where your
Is that what
husband went
Americans
last night?
name their
I
schools
have
by?
no
Just
idea.
what sector?
He left the
it's
house
in?
around 9, said he'd be back late, and I shouldn't worry.
But you did.
A
Of
cluckle.
course, but no more than usual. This was par for the course for Neil. When he's working on a new story, he'll go off on research expeditions. Often at strange hours, sometimes for days at a time. And he never talks about it till he has a rough draft on paper. Doesn't want anyone to influence his thought process.
New York. That's actually what happened. Nope. She's fine. Oh god, I was just guessing. Didn't he die? Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
There goes
Let
the
the baby
alarm.
answer it.
3:55.
What'd I tell you? Right on schedule.
That's some fucking quirk. Try again for a better score. I'm fine with that.
Writing in your diary.
Our schools are just
It's
named
not
after
a diary.
direction
It's
north.
a journal.
What kind of journal?
None of your business. Did you
Shut your
call
damn
Cora's
mouth.
cousins?
Yeah, she remembers Neil Jensen. Said he never brought her any roosters.
She's sure?
Sounds sure. Matter of fact, she was away at the state fair on the day Jensen supposedly brought the bird in.
So he lied to the little woman, huh? Our victim had a questionable character.
Imagine you're a husband, and not the most responsible husband in the world.
That's quite an imaginative leap.
Your wife gives you a live rooster and tells you to take it by public transportation all the way to New Jersey to get rid of it. What do?
They sure as hell don't take it all the way to Jersey. I dump it in the closest spot I can find and go catch a ball game.
Just eat it.
And there's only so many places you can take a live chicken if you're too squeamish to kill it. Huang's Live Poultry, 1521 Barry, just 6 blocks from the Jensen house.
Well, let's check them out.
For this.
Farm animals in the middle of Brooklyn. I've lived in this city my whole life, and it never ceases to surprise me.
Well, we serve everyone here. We've got kosher slaughter for our Jewish clients, halal for the Muslims.
And if I'm in the mood for pork chops,
For that, we've got a Dominican
fuck you
butcher.
up.
he covers all bases.
Mind if we ask you a few questions?
Okay, but be quick. The dinner rush is going to start any minute.
Slaughter.
slaughter your animals
I'd
here
slaughter
on the
employees.
Yes,
said,
bro.
Sure,
Americans
naturally.
name.
Look,
Please
my client
play
wants
it
to
for
come
old
in, slice
time's
an
sake,
animal, and
brother
take
team.
home the
Ever
meat the
since
same
Mr.
afternoon.
Kayama left me for Kiefer,
Kayama.
I've been homeless and have resorted to sucking dick in the projects
Sucking
so I
dick,
can write
eh?
more. X-Men movies play Metal Gear for the kids. For me, brother team.
He also wrote. Yeah, how do you do this? He also wrote. He also wrote. He also wrote a werewolf movie. It's fucking weird. Oh, awesome burp. Yeah, so is this gonna be fucked up? Okay, so this should stop cutting it off.
Does
I
your
don't
client
like their
generally want to
new
watch the
update.
slaughter?
No, that's against policy. Our abattoir's a separate space in back.
Past the plastic curtain.
Correct.
That's the best. Oh yeah, it's gonna refund your thing. You got cut off. fucking get
This is a test
money.
donation.
This is a... Also filthy, I believe yours was cut off. Where is it? I thought I knew your name. Just refund someone else. Just give someone else his money. Don't you say my real name. Speed West. It's PS84. My real name's PX90. I'm so muscles. Yeah, well, these people get their money back, I guess. I don't know. Do it quick, we're playing a game in here. We got some Sweeney Todd, yeah. Okay. Likely place for a knife fight. Bean Wiener. I'd kill employees.
We'd like to take a look inside your abattoir if you don't mind.
Out of the question.
We're investigating a serious crime, Mr. Huang.
And I'm running a business. I can't let you back there. It would violate health regulations.
We won't tell the inspector. Honest.
The answer is no. Not without a warrant.
Right on the mouth.
This guy ever come in here?
No.
Look again.
Mr. Huang, I thought you said you serve everyone here. How can you be so sure you haven't served him?
What I mean is, everybody but
Yeah!
wasps. His type usually lives in breath and plastic.
Fucking wasp.
How many employees you got?
6, 3 in front, 3 in back.
You look into their backgrounds before you hire them?
They're all citizens, detective.
Front, back.
You sure
I'll
about
look at all
that?
of them.
Listen, I serve immigrant customers, so I hire immigrant workers. Good workers. Just because a guy wasn't born in this country, does that make him a murder suspect?
Actually,
That sounds
it
like
does.
racial profiling to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's reverse. Racial profiling is a legitimate tool.
I don't believe I said this was a murder investigation.
Well, what else would it be?
Hey, Mr. Wang.
One moment, please.
He's got a tattoo, that's probable cause.
What are the cops doing here? Get out of here. We gotta get
What the cops doing here?
Go on, get out. I'll take care of it.
Check out the Rolex.
Sorry for the interruption. One of my butchers has a problem at home.
Mr. Huang, could I ask you where you got that watch?
This?
From
Yeah,
buying
it's
it?
just a knockoff. I got it from a guy on Fifth Avenue.
Mind if I take a closer look?
Now look here. Enough with the suspicious questions. I'm an American citizen and I got my rights.
Sounds like a no.
Let's just shoot him here. Sounds like it. Nope. Yeah, so about these red herrings.
This guy's hiding something.
You have to find things that
And
mean
you're
nothing.
basing that on...
He's wearing
Chemicals.
a Rolex. The victim's wife told
Chemical.
us he was missing a Rolex, one he never took off.
So wearing a Rolex is now illegal.
He refused to let us check out the back room in his meat market.
Jensen had avian blood on him. That room's the best spot in the neighborhood to find dead birds. There's something back there he doesn't want us to see.
Spare me. As it stands right now, there isn't enough evidence to suggest probable cause. Give me reason to believe that there was something worse than slaughter going on in that room, or you don't get a warrant. And no arrests unless you've got something physical to tie this guy to the victim.
Nina
Just
Haversham,
slaughter.
32, junior partner at McCormick and Preston. Wait a minute. Nina Haversham? She was one of the suspects in the preppy jogger case.
So?
It's all
Dan
kind
Heron took us off
of.
that one.
Yeah, but remember that little speech he gave back in February? All detectives are encouraged to ask about crimes they're not currently investigating. It's all about spreading the widest possible net. Well, the case may be closed for now, but the net's still open.
Hey, well, happy fishing, partner.
Hey, you know that meat market sells cow
Harawire
skulls?
responsibrew Asian
Now, I
man.
know
I
that
refuse to
definitely.
cooperate unless you a paying
Look what
customer.
it says in the logs.
Today's
Yeah,
menu
on
is
Tuesday,
sweet and
we got a
sour
late
chicken
night
5
complaint about
doors,
noise coming from the
Hunan
meat
beef
market.
6 doors,
Human beef.
poo poo
1:45
platter
a.m.
9
Then,
doors.
2
Poo-poo
weeks
platter.
ago, also on Tuesday, the same noise complaint.
Let me guess. Same thing happened last Tuesday.
Oh,
About
Hero.
15 minutes
Ching
before
Chong
Neil
reveals.
Jensen was
Oh, yeah, I
wounded.
should change that.
What do you think?
I think we've got our warrant.
All right, then. But at least let me watch.
I'm sorry, it's against policy.
Okay,
Oh,
well, we found our
whatever.
bird blood. I'm still not sure what else we're looking for.
Anything that'll tell us what was going on after hours Tuesday night, and whether Neil...
I hear a weird thing behind me. Oh, it's the Charkins. Change it to objects.
Jensen was
Okay.
in on it.
They're now objections. Yes, a circle game. A foot, possible, and then we don't know what those are. You're fucked. I don't see anything here.
This could do a guy in.
Sure, but not our guy.
Secret entrance to the cockfighting lair.
Van Buren said it was a short, curved blade.
Whoa! What that is? Nothing. Open it. Fuck. Lower it! Yep. Asshole!
Think this could be our murder weapon?
I don't think so.
A book and a shoe. Whoa. What's that?
That's a hell of a lot of blood.
Could have come from a pig or something, I guess, but why would you wrap a pig in a blanket? I mean, a real pig in a real blanket.
Let's take it back to forensics.
A book and 2 secrets. How about that? You got a real cock's eye for this. How about that? How about that? How about that? It's for certain not that. Can you up? Oh, is that something? Circle the huge book in the middle, a bigger circle? Okay. How about that? All I want is your big fat seed. Oh, fuck you. Give it to me. If you please, give it to me.
Hey, look at this.
A short, curved blade.
What do you want to bet it's a match for the murder weapon? Wonder what it is.
Doesn't
Cuckle
seem like
fingers.
anything a butcher would use.
Catwoman used claws on her hand to fight. Gosh, I guess I'll bleach my asshole. What, that one? This asshole?
Now
You
we're
suck!
cooking.
What's that?
A ledger. And I got a feeling these ain't sales of ground round in here. They look like bets.
Looks like NJ owes a bundle to EH.
EH. Edward Wang.
Evidence of a doom house. What else you got? Any hidden dollars? Is that it? Oh, you got 0. Look.
You want to search the garbage?
Yeah. Nothing I like better than digging through a mound of chicken heads and feathers.
Do it. There was a dead chicken -2.
Huh.
What'd you find?
It's the carcass of a whole rooster. It's a big one, too. Why do you suppose they just throw it away?
Maybe it died of diphtheria.
Nah, it's all cut up.
Ah! I can't
Wait,
stop itching my
let me see that blade again.
dick. It is
I know what this
cockfighting.
is. It's a gaff. They attach these to the claws of... Hey, Mr. Huang! I think you've got some explaining to do.
Can it wait? I got a lot of customers
Can it
right
wait?
now.
We can talk out there if you'd rather. I'm sure they'll be interested to hear about how you're running a cockfighting ring.
Cockfighting, of course. Is that kosher? What do you think, Ray? We got enough to arrest this
Maybe
guy?
it died of
Yeah, I say we
dipshitia.
cuff him for the murder of Neil Jensen.
Murder? Now, wait a minute, detectives. Hold everything.
Sure, it all hangs together. Jensen owed a gambling debt to Mr. Huang here, and when
I just
Jensen
want
can't
cool
pay
sauces,
up,
dude.
Huang starts eyeing his Rolex.
I tried to
Thanks
reach
for 10
for it.
wonderful years. Ellie.
You gotta believe me. I didn't kill him.
Then who did?
Ricardo Guzman, I think.
Where can we find him?
He doesn't have a fixed address. Moves around from couch to couch.
Take this guy in.
Wait, I got his cell number.
What?
Take him in.
I'm glad you know how to follow instructions, Mr. Huang, because we've got a little job for you.
Yeah, girl. Try again. You fucked. Took his Rolaids.
Okay, Huang, you
Just
remember
standing
what we
right
told
over his
you.
shoulder.
This ought to go down quick and painless.
He's gonna kill me, you know, when he finds out I'm working with the police.
By that time, he'll be in custody. That is, as long as you play it cool and take your cues from us.
Yeah?
Ricardo, it's Wang.
Hey, what's the matter, man? You sound funny.
The cops are here.
Cops had me worked up, but they're gone.
The cops, they worked me over pretty hard.
But you didn't say nothing.
No, I held firm. They're gone now.
They find anything?
You should cocklie him. Be nervous.
Yeah, they're onto you.
Yeah, afraid so.
I don't know why you
everything.
just said that. You blew our case.
Diablo. What am I supposed to do, man? We got another fight coming Tuesday. You know I can't cancel it. I'm on the hook to Menendez. $5 grand, man, and I'm broke.
Be nervous.
Forget it.
Forget it. Too dangerous.
Menendez ain't gonna forget.
He's the least of your worries right now. Just lay low.
Hide from the cops if you can.
Now, tell him you'll meet him later.
Let's meet up later once everything's squared away.
Where?
A neutral location. Ah, fuck.
Somewhere
Yeah,
by
meet at the
Pulaski
jail.
Bridge, 6 p.m.
That street corner. Over by the bodega and the pharmacy. On 21st by Pulaski Bridge. Around 6?
See, sounds like a plan. See you there.
You done good, Mr. Huang.
Perfect.
We'll take it from here.
Be nervous. Why is that even an option?
Wang, over here.
Sorry,
You beat that teenager
Huang is
again?
indisposed at the moment. Ricardo Guzman, you are under arrest for the murder of Neil Jensen. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say
He's a
can and
werewolf.
will be used against you.
Welcome to the stream. Tonight's
Mr.
video
Guzman
games.
doesn't dispute the cockfighting
Man
charges.
shrieks into
We're
microphone, then
prepared
gives
to plead
bad
guilty on
advice.
that one.
Está insultando la República.
I could for sure.
Let me. My client is not a murderer, Mr. McCoy. Mr. Jensen died as a result of an accident.
An
rooster
accident.
He attempted to handle an armed bird, and he lost control of it.
Really? Unbelievable. A man gets carved up like a side of beef. Guzman lets him slowly bleed to death, then dumps him on a doorstep and expects to walk away.
I checked with the Dominican consulate.
And?
He's wanted there for drug running and armed robbery.
Well, I want him here for murder.
Is it possible it really was an accident?
Does it matter? Neil Jensen
Nope, it
didn't
doesn't
have to
matter at
die.
all.
Guzman had 2 hours to get help and he callously stood by. Murder 2. Depraved indifference.
In Call of Duty Black Ops 10 we've created a world where you can shoot people of a different skin color as much as you want without repercussions, exclusively on the PS8.
Sick. Do you get exoskeletons? I like Steve's picture of the exoskeletons. I like the one bullet point that's just exoskeletons. Object to them. Don't you mean?
Mr. Guzman, when did you first meet Neil Jensen?
Maybe
Isn't this
a year ago.
It's wonderful.
Who initiated
Isn't this the nodder of the
relationship?
corner?
You
Who's
or
gonna nod?
him?
He did. I didn't want to have no part of him, man. Not at first. What I do, I gotta be careful who I let in. Can bring trouble, you know? Especially a white guy.
Yeah, fuck him.
Mr. Jensen came to you with an offer, is that right?
Yeah, he had a bird, and he wanted me to help him raise it and fight it.
And at first you said no?
That's right.
Yeah, he asked and answered.
Objection! Asked and answered.
Sustained. Strike that.
What convinced you to take Neil Jensen under your
Justice
wing, as it were? In
As
spite
it were,
of your
motherfucker.
suspicion?
He knew cockfighting ain't how they make it out to be, you know?
It's a more civilized practice than people realize
Yeah.
to me.
Misleading the jury.
Objection, Your Honor. Misleading
looked
the
at the
jury.
I think Mr. Guzman is entitled to express
No!
his opinion of the sport, Your Honor.
I don't see how that objection applies here. Overruled.
He looked at the jury,
So
though,
you
so that's
agreed
what
to
it is.
keep the bird and help him raise it.
See, together we raised El Jefe, and together we conditioned him
He
to
wasn't
fight.
leading because he
was
wasn't
a
in
good
front
bird.
of me, though.
Why don't you tell us, in your own words, what happened on the night of Tuesday, May
It was
5th?
leading, you dumbass.
Well,
it was leading
Neil
you.
come in and really keyed up, man, like super
He looked
keyed
at the
up.
jury,
He was
though.
jumping all around.
Yeah, you guys are
I
entitled.
think maybe he was on something.
Assuming facts, not
Objection.
evidence.
Speculation.
Sustained. Strike that from the record. Watch yourself, Mr. Guzman. Please confine your description to actual events.
Go on.
Well, he was excited, you know, because El Jefe was finally gonna
El
fight.
Jefe!
Some other birds off first. I couldn't sit and watch.
I
man,
like you.
pacing around, till his turn
Jefe's
finally
back.
came. Okay, I tell him. I'm the handler. I'm experienced at this stuff. Let me do it.
Get the bird into the ring.
The pit, yeah. It could be dangerous, you know, especially with the long heel.
A long blade attached to the rooster's spur.
Right, but Neil wouldn't hear nothing I was saying, man. Being he was a rider, he had to do everything himself. Well, anyway, he's yelling
He was a
about
very
how
proud
he had to
rider.
be the one to handle El Jefe. I told him don't. I ordered him even, but he really got in my face about it, man, so I had to back down. Then he went for the rooster, like he was going for a football or something. Grabbed it around the neck. You understand, this is a bird was being conditioned to fight. The bird goes crazy.
It attacked Neil Jensen.
You fucked.
Naturally, you were horrified.
Religious beliefs. That's probably it, isn't it?
Objection. Leading.
Sustained.
How did you feel?
Horrified, naturally. I made a grab for the bird and got it.
Putting yourself in considerable danger in the process, I imagine.
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation.
Are we listening to the same testimony? Overruled.
There was no
By the
danger.
time
He was
I got the
speculating.
rooster under control, the damage was done.
I see. So what then? What
You're not
did you
an
do
expert.
for him?
How could you fucking...
I wrap a blanket around him to try stop the bleeding, you know?
Did you think to take him to the hospital?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, but he told me not to. He
was
wanted me to
murdered.
take him home.
Mr. Jensen asked you to take him home.
Mm-hmm. His wounds, I mean... he
Drug
got up
running
pretty
Mexican
bad, but
roided out
not so bad
super
as all
cock
that.
named El
He should've
Jefe.
pulled
Thanks,
through, no
Obama.
problem.
Supercock. Well, now I missed it. Oh, what? Oh, you're allowed to look at it. He could have. It's obviously bleeding.
Objection. No expert knowledge. Considering the outcome, I
Lose the
think we
case,
can conclude that Mr. Guzman's assessment of the
Bird
situation
shot with a mermaid
is
cannon.
off.
Sustained. Facts only, Mr. Guzman.
You swore on the Bible you'd tell the truth, Mr. Guzman.
I'm telling the
Bible.
truth. I panicked maybe. You would have done the same. But I did what Neil asked me to do. What I thought would save his life.
Your witness, Mr. McCoy.
Jury's on the fence. Oh, you should get some crackers.
Mr. Guzman.
Objection. Cultural bias.
Mr. Jensen's wounds were awfully deep. There must have been quite a lot of blood.
See, yeah, there was.
I hope you don't get faint at the sight of blood, Mr. Guzman.
No?
No, I
Is
guess
this the
you
voice
would.
of the werewolf?
I guess you're pretty used to it. Cockfights can get pretty
Cock
bloody,
blood.
I expect.
Yeah, sure they do.
In fact, I suppose that's part of the fun.
Objection!
Sustained.
Why?
You knew it was dangerous for Neil Jensen to handle his own rooster.
Sure it was dangerous. When those birds are ready to fight,
You're
man, they're
fucking
ready to
rooster.
fight.
Then why didn't you stop him?
I tried, man.
You
but
selected
like
the
I
exact
said,
one it said
he
not
wouldn't
to.
take no for
Nope.
an answer.
Oh, what is it? You spelt it wrong. Neil Gaiman. You plan to kill Neil all along. Wait, the rooster testified? Okay, what is this? He wouldn't take no for an answer. He forced Neil into the ring. Neil testified earlier he tried to stop Guzman. He tried to stop Neil. You're trying to trick me. Yeah, did anyone ask the rooster? Oh yeah, it's dead.
Mr. Guzman, you took Mr. Jensen into your confidence, initiated him into your illegal activities.
Oh yeah.
Knowing your new disciple was a writer, didn't you worry that he'd give the game away? Expose your ring?
I think they're gonna
and force
ask
you to
Rachel
shut down
again, and then that
operations?
guy's gonna remember she's
Well,
dead.
Sure, I was worried, but he
Why is it
promised
so
me he'd
quiet
keep
now?
quiet. And
You guys
he wouldn't
fucking
write
heard anything?
anything neither, unless I okayed it first.
And you trusted him.
Yeah, he respected me, man.
Did Jensen who the fuck is did he respected me? What? Just stop talking and listen. Promised he'd keep quiet and he wouldn't write anything neither unless I okayed it. And you oh, he's doing a research piece. He respected me. Did he? Oh, did he disobey him? Yeah, he put the cock in there. Can we get some bird noises? Indicated nobody respected him.
Well, it doesn't seem like he respected you very much on
the
the
jury
night he
answer.
died.
He looked at
I
the
mean,
jury.
He defied you. He disobeyed your orders to stay away from the rooster.
Yeah.
But how could anyone?
I guess that's right.
El Jefe is the one true cock that cannot be handled by any one
The
man.
incident in question occurred
I, for
on
one,
the night
welcome
of
my
May 5th.
Avian overlord
right.
bent over with an
Maybe
open asshole and
145.
closed mind.
145. And you say you acted to save him?
Of course I acted. I tried to help him right there, and when I couldn't help him, I took him home, like he asked me to.
Oh, what is it? You say you acted to save him. Oh yeah, that's not it at all. 'Cause didn't he die at 4 of the clock? Two-hour gap. That gets lost.
But
Give me
there's a
counseling.
problem here. The 911 call is time-stamped 4:03.
This guy didn't show tits with
2
timestamp.
hours after the incident, Mr. Guzman. Under the circumstances, it's fair to ask.
Fucking
Couldn't
hate
your
wasps.
response have been a little more prompt?
Hijos de puta mentirosos.
I'm sorry, Mr. Guzman.
It's a mistake. Someone's not telling the truth.
Are you suggesting 911 got the time wrong?
Yep.
Or somebody.
Let's get back to those final moments, shall we? Maybe this time we
Crime
can
Stamp
get the facts
420.
straight. You drove Neil Jensen home.
Smoke this
like he asked
entire
me to.
spliff if
And
you're
you dropped
not
him off at the
guilty.
door. What time was that? 4 o'clock?
Fuck.
More like 2.
Did you stay with him till he was safely inside?
No.
No. You dumped him there and took off. Why, Mr. Guzman?
I heard a baby crying as I was coming up the walk with Neil, and I saw a light turn on, so I knew she was up. I was sure she was gonna come down and get Neil.
Yes?
But I didn't want to have to be there and explain it all to her, you know?
No, I expect you didn't. No further questions.
Wow. They like your case a little bit. May the 5th be with you. She got a Star Wars Day out and fucked him up.
Want to take this one, Abby?
The people call Ellie Jensen to the witness stand.
It's actually L. Laser eye in there.
Mrs. Jensen, tell us how you
Why every
discovered your
voice is-
husband
Look
on
at
the
the guy's
night in
face in the
question.
background.
Well, I heard a sort of a thunk coming from outside the front door. Did it wake you up? No. No, it wasn't loud enough for that, but luckily I was awake. Noah, my baby, had just waked me for his usual feeding. That at
That
least
just wakes
conforms
me?
to Mr. Guzman's testimony. What
If you're ever
condition
gonna
was your
speak,
husband
say
in
everything
when you
proper,
found him?
like-
He was... It was...
Did you see the
horrible.
victim scream?
He
Yes
was
or bark,
covered
bark,
in
bark,
blood
bark,
and-
bark, bark,
Yes,
bark,
sir.
bark,
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 bark, bark,
his
bark.
eyes
bark,
like-
bark,
Did you see
stark.
them
He
scream?
knew he was dying.
Stark,
Stark.
stark, stark,
kept
stark,
saying,
stark,
"Who
spark,
did this
spark,
to you?
narc, narc,
Who did
narc,
this to
narc,
you?"
A chicken killed your
Said I
husband.
tea
All he
down.
could do was move his
420 Ontario 911
he was
who
saying
ate all my cum
Ontario?
industry.
And
Your
they were
Oh,
Honor,
wait, it's
he
Ontario.
sparked.
It'll
Nobody-
say provinces if you put
He was all
abbreviations.
alone. Now this is crucial. Mrs. Jensen, what time did you discover your husband?
420.
Just before 4 a.m. You're absolutely sure? Yes. I glanced at the clock when my baby cried at 5 minutes too. He always wakes up at the same time. Thank you, Mrs. Jensen.
So you finally come around, eh, Harlan?
If that's the way you want to look at it, Jack.
Great. What are you looking for?
No jail time. Mr. Guzman pays a fine and does 12 months probation.
Come on, he killed a man.
Actually, a rooster killed a man.
He sat idly by for 2 hours and
That's
let
what
an
it came
innocent
to.
man bleed to death.
Make your counteroffer. The charge of murder acted in... Murder 2.
Murder 2, depraved indifference homicide, 20 years to life.
2 to 5 years in prison. Court probation
Why are you in that
and admittance to a program for gambling addiction.
Gambling addiction. That's hardly the worst of Mr. Guzman's habits.
No!
So he can go right back to running cockfights? No deal, Mr. Fitzpatrick.
That's barbaric and preposterous.
Ricardo Guzman will never win any good citizenship awards. He's a devotee of cockfighting, a sport which many, no doubt, many of you here in the jury consider barbaric and inhumane. But it's important to appreciate that the defendant
Yeah.
is the product of another culture.
You're actually racist.
We mustn't let cultural differences blind us. to
You're
his essential
racist.
humanity. Consider Mr. Guzman's relationship with the deceased. He agreed to act as Mr. Jensen's mentor, not for money, but through mutual love of the sport.
They're
For
both
many months,
sportsmen.
he
You're
patiently worked
racist.
with him and trained with him. He became Mr. Jensen's mentor and his friend. And when the accident occurred,
Friendship.
Mr. Guzman reacted as a friend would react, with care and concern. Perhaps he made the wrong decision in taking the injured man home. Perhaps you or I would have gone straight to the hospital. But remember, Mr. Guzman is an immigrant. An outsider,
He is an
with
immigrant.
An outsider's suspicion of big institutions. My client has lost a friend, perhaps as the result of his own mistake. And for that, he will suffer for the rest of his life. But does he deserve to go to jail? Good people of the jury,
Now
I
you're
beg
buttering
you,
me up.
let's not compound one error with another.
Objection. I'm gonna replace this jury with skeletons. Savage, you have
2 hours. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. 2 hours.
2
2
fucking
hours.
hours.
Between the time Neil Jensen was stabbed repeatedly, and the time
When
the
does the
accused
Judge
saw
Judy
them do
mod
something
come out? I want to emasculate inner
Yeah.
city males and pelt them
of Mr.
with
Jensen
chuckles whilst living out the rest of my days of involuntary abstinence in bitter,
You're an
there
cold
was
hatred
no
against
mercy.
society's men.
Not from Ricardo Guzman.
Windle.
The accused knew Neil Jensen well enough to understand
suck.
the limits of their trust.
Fucking drunk.
If the victim had survived the attack, there would have been
Take her out.
questions. The story would have come out. Guzman's illegal operation would have been exposed. He would have faced
Seduced jury
prosecution
girl.
or loss of livelihood at the very least. He had a lot to lose and a lot to gain by doing nothing. The legal community has a phrase for this behavior.
Even the judge is nodding.
Depraved indifference. None of us was in the slaughterhouse
See
with
that?
Ricardo
Look quick.
Guzman and Neil Jensen. None of us knows exactly what was going on through the mind of the accused as he watched his cohort writhe on the floor. We may never know exactly why he stood and waited. But we aren't being asked to judge Mr. Guzman's motivations. We're being asked to judge his acts, or in this case, his failure to act. And in this case, I think you'll agree. Inaction speaks louder than words.
Has
Fuck
the jury
'em
come
up.
to a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
In the charge of murder in the second degree, how do you find?
Fuck 'em
We
up.
find the defendant, Ricardo
Yes!
Guzman, guilty.
Burn his ass.
Thank you, Mr.
Face.
McCoy. He got what he deserved.
Is that a baby?
Not
Is
much
that a
comfort
chicken?
to you, I'm sure.
It won't bring Neil back, but it gives me some closure. Will you
Fucking
be okay?
fry him, Your Honor.
I think he'll see to it.
Hang him high,
Right on
McCoy.
schedule as always.
She did bring a baby? So anyway, I came in his
Know
fucking
anyone
ass.
who
Oh,
needs a
hey,
nanny?
Ed
Mrs.
Marie.
Jensen let you go, huh?
That figures. I'm just one more thing that reminds her of Neil. And God knows
Looks
she
like
got
your
rid of
goose
all
is
his
cooked.
other stuff. His photo
20 years,
albums,
boys.
his collections of rare books.
Well, different people grieve in different ways.
Yeah, I think she'll be doing
The
her grieving
football was
in
crying.
Aruba.
Why was that
She
potato
bought tickets
crying?
yesterday.
You don't suppose.
You've
Now
got a
the whites
suspicious
give each other
mind, Curtis. Up for a little field trip tonight?
Yeah. How is she just over the death? It was the day before. She's at
5 minutes to 2.
Right on schedule.
You think that means
She couldn't bring herself to get rid of the rooster in the chicken coop, but the rooster in the house is a different story.
I'm not sure I understand.
She went up on the witness stand and told the court that she found her husband at 4 a.m.
But she told us that her baby wakes up at the same times every day, and we heard the baby wake up at 2.
So, isn't it possible that the baby could have also woken her up at 4 a.m.? We're talking about a baby here.
You don't have any proof that Ellie Jensen is lying.
Which is why we need a warrant to search her brownstone.
Her
Just what are you hoping to find?
Mrs. Jensen mentioned that she installed a nanny cam in her nursery. Those things have timestamps on them.
She might be lying or not, but the
Timestamp
nanny cam
titties.
always tells the truth.
Fine, I'll give you a warrant to confiscate the nanny cam, but only that.
That's what we wanted. He had to nod to him.
Neil? That you?
2 a.m., Mrs. Jensen. Care to tell us why you waited so long to call 911?
So that guy was innocent?
I wasn't thinking straight.
Clearly.
So mad. He promised me he was going to stop running around like a damn teenager, wasting our money and risking his stupid neck.
So I let us
all for
die.
the sake of his story.
Watch my
He was
stories.
gonna calm down and be normal. A decent husband and father. He swore. I didn't
Well,
want him
this'll
to
learn.
die.
I just wanted a
teach
bit
him a
more blood to
lesson.
go out of him.
I think he learned.
So what?
Jury just came back in the Jensen case.
And?
Guilty. Man 2, 10 to 20.
Looks like PS 84 is going to have to find themselves a new principal.
Good work, gentlemen.
We fucked that bitch right off.
How about we grab lunch? You still on that diet?
Nope. Ditched the health food. And, Julia.
My
Right on
stupid
schedule.
wife.
And I feel great.
Any preferences?
Nope, I'm up for anything. Except chicken. For some reason, that doesn't appeal to me today.
Oh, Briscoe. It just, at the end, they just nailed it with like, yo, fuck women. Andy Kaufman. Women always compete with each other. That one woman locked up the other woman, and then that guy dumped his woman. Jason Latino. Okay, one more. Yeah, so is that other guy still in jail? Even though he didn't actually wait for the 2 hours? Or even go to the yeah, what? What about the baby? It was actually a tater. Okay, I gotta... You get another piss break. Go. You guys ready for it? Squawk if you want it. Home to roost.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two
I'm not
separate yet
skipping this,
equally
I
important
want it.
groups. The police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Look for a rip. Harlem.
Baby, you need to come bring me something to eat, 'cause I'm starving. What you mean I can't eat out on the corner? I'm professional. You put me out here in stilettos and
I know what that
booty shorts,
means.
And I can't eat out here because it's unprofessional?
A werewolf.
Oh, no.
Dead white girl. Oh, no.
What do we got?
Prostitute. Looks like a homicide. Signs of
What do you
sexual
think the
assault
singer's
and
gonna be?
Guitar riff,
strangulation.
bro
Bruise
team.
marks on her neck and a few
Thank
pop
you.
blood vessels in her eyes.
Any witnesses?
A working girl. I thought I'd let you question her.
Why?
Looks like someone beat me to
Explain
it.
me that.
She's still trying to make her quota.
Hey, move along, pal. She's closed for business.
You guys wouldn't know where the nearest cash machine is around here, would you?
Mike Logan?
That's the singer? Ah, yeah, it is. Mike Logan. Mike Logan? That was it, mate. Yes, do you know where a cash machine is? I would like to fuck the shit out of this broad. Mike Krogan.
Hey, I thought you retired.
I thought you was
Yeah,
dead.
well, I kind of heard the same thing about you.
Detective Benson. Olivia.
Good to finally meet you, Detective.
Are you Harlem?
What brings you down here?
I'm working a lead on the
Hulk
Massapequa
Hogan.
Mangler case. His first victim, prostitute named Angelica Moore. She was killed in my jurisdiction about 9 months ago.
I know
Been
that
on it
wasn't
ever
recorded
since.
at the same
Well,
time.
We appreciate the help.
We don't need it, but we appreciate it. What do we know about the Mangler's M.O.?
All I know is he sexually assaults them, and COD is always strangulation.
Call of Duty!
If Vic's one of his, that'll be lucky number 8.
Strangles
Plus, he's
girls
smart.
while playing
Takes
Call
his
of
girls
Duty.
from different boroughs, but so far he's dumped all of them in and around Nassau County.
Oh. Strangling? Nope. In it? Girl. Yeah, you'd fucking have to strangle me. Oh, death by drowning.
Well, the M.O. matches. That much we know.
I liked your image of myself and Kraken and Adam Kovic and Bruce Green as the counselors. I would.
Do we have
I
any
would like
reason to
that.
think our Vic can
Thank
be connected
you.
to the Mangler?
CSU found
I would
some
even like to
burlap
be the
fibers
victim
in the
just to have
victim's
them
hair. Same type of
preside
fibers
over
showed up on
the
2 other
justice of
victims of the
my body.
Mangler.
Someone cut her up pretty
Oh wow! Sick, thanks for all your money! You're so fucking unique! Everyone now knows how fucking sick you are! This enhances the mode. Thanks, dude!
Botched job, maybe? She got out of the car and he panicked?
Yo, what it is, what it is! Oh, what is it? Is there any reason to believe... No? Ah!
She's got a lock of hair missing. Poor girl. That could be our souvenir.
Souvenir?
Each of the Mangler's victims is missing
Please
a lock
don't
of
speak
hair.
any Italian
They
at
kept
the
that
crime
info
scene.
from the press.
That's interesting.
You know something?
Sex offender I busted years ago.
The
Kept the same
photographs,
kind of
yeah.
souvenirs after each assault. And guess what? He's out on parole.
He's a parrot?
You have anyone you like for the Mangler?
A David Gondapur, a Robert Moffat, and an Ernest Limrose.
Ernest.
All Johns have been busted down here.
What's special about these guys?
They got noticed. Really above average creepiness. Moffat liked to use handcuffs, and Gondapur got busted for assault on Angelica Moore, but I got nothing to tie either one of them to the murders.
So where is
about a
this
rope?
guy now?
Last I heard, he was in violation. His P.O. hadn't heard from him in
Piss
9
on.
months, maybe.
A baby done it. not, is it? Oh. The sex offender's in big trouble. I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
That's about when the killing
Obviously,
started,
officer.
right?
That's about when Angelica went missing. I'll sniff around, see what I can dig up.
Benson, should we go chat with the girl who found
Why
the body?
does it sound like that?
Hey, Curtis, I'm real sorry about Deborah.
Thanks.
Girls doing good?
My oldest is looking at colleges. Wants to teach special education.
Good. That's good.
Yeah,
The
that's real
clock's
great.
ticking on our witness here. What say we question her while she's still feeling cooperative?
Is it the dead body? Figures your daughter would go on to
What's your
teach
name?
her own.
Jenny?
Texting Jenny.
That's your pimp who sent you a text
Teach
message,
him
isn't
all,
it? Give me his
please.
name and I can fix your problem.
All us around here got the same daddy. If I give you his name, these other girls would turn me in to get on his good side. That's how he plays us.
Cool eyelashes. Did you
Did you
ever
see the victim
anything?
at all today? Before you found her like
Do
this?
they always wear the same clothing?
No, she kept to her side of the street. I kept to mine.
Yeah? Because she went... Oh, she's on that side of the street now.
Did you know the girl you found?
Mm-mm. I ain't seen her but once or twice. Don't even know her
Detective
name.
ranks don't actually do anything. Yeah, like... Did she mention... Yeah, didn't she just say she fucking... She said they were best friends. You said they were... I wish... NYPD should hire witchers.
Come on, Jenny. You said all the girls out here have the same pimp. You know her name.
Wendy. She was a new girl.
And who are you, fucking Burger
David
King?
Gondapur, Robert Moffat, Ernest Limrose. Those names mean
She's
anything
rocking
to you?
awful close to
Not
him.
to me. We call them Johns for a reason. No real names. That's how it works.
Who the fuck is Logan? Did he connect her to these names? No. You like the girl who was connected? Angelica? Would you care for Anna Gwent?
Who was Wendy working for?
I don't know. I mind my own.
Come on, Jenny. You're no rookie. You know all the players out there.
I told you, I don't know who her daddy is.
I think you know all about Daddy Daycare. You fucking... That's the answer twice. She fucking forgot
You
already.
know what, Jenny? We can always take you to central booking, let you sit in the bullpen for a few hours, and try and jog your memory.
Arrest me? For what?
Jenny, give us the name of Wendy's
Being a
pimp and we
prostitute,
promise it'll
is that
never come back to you.
illegal? She's gonna bring it up again. I didn't know her.
We call him
I didn't even know
Bankroll.
Jenny's
He's
name.
out over on West
Her
145th
name.
with all the other pimps.
Just excellent work and it level up. By this episode, they realized that the
Check it
audience
out.
realized it didn't
From this
do anything.
corner, you can see all the vehicle traffic coming in and out of this area. No wonder Bankroll hangs out here. He can keep an eye on the Johns cruising his girls. There he is. Let's go get him.
Hey, Bankroll.
Morning, Bankroll.
You talking to me? I didn't know we was acquainted.
Detective Benson, Detective Curtis,
Why did
homicide.
they do that?
Come on, man. I'm trying to read the paper and these people just got my latte right. Come on back later.
Relax, Bankroll. We just have a few questions for you. Wendy Crane. She was your girl, wasn't she?
Who, me? Hell nah. I don't know no girl named Wendy.
Yes, you know a girl named Wendy. Who said he knew a girl named Wendy? Wendy. They just got
did
my
our
latte
homework,
right.
Bankroll.
What does that even
All
mean?
right, maybe she came to me for advice from time to time. That's all I'll say.
Life has
How
a
many
pimp.
women do you have walking the streets right now,
Why the
Bankroll?
sound does that?
Man, y'all be watching too much television. It ain't no Playboy mansion where I live.
There's a serial killer out there. These women are in danger. Get them off the streets at least until we catch this guy.
Lady, you act like the decision be all mine. All these girls care about is the next dollar. Clouds their judgment.
If I find out another one of your girls gets hurt out here, I'm going to hold you responsible.
Sad eyebrows, drink the coffee. That's like an M. Dickey eye. You found... Whatever, stupid. I drink my latte to that.
David Gondapur, Robert Moffat, Ernest Limrose. Any of those names sound familiar?
We worked
Who
so
you
hard
think
on
I
that
am,
finger
man?
animation
The public
that we gotta put
library?
it on again.
I ain't asking people for no ID.
These guys would have stuck out.
You think
Not your
I'm a
typical
fucking
John looking for a
library?
night away from Maud. They scared girls, even got physical with them. They were arrested. You'd know their names.
Man, it's always them cats from the
My
suburbs.
mansion is piss
There was
ridden.
this Arab looking dude down here once or twice. He had money, but I had to run him off.
Arab-looking dude?
Yeah, man, you know, like Lawrence of Arabia and all that.
Lawrence of Arabia was English.
I know who Lawrence of Arabia is, fool.
Did he drive a red van?
Nah, drove a Escalade, white leather seats, nice. Scared Angelica real good, so we had a little conversation. Then the police showed up.
Yeah. Ah!
Then what happened?
I watched it all go down. Cops roll up. Arab fool would have got off with a warning if
Yeah.
he could have stopped making words with his mouth. A few weeks later, he comes around again. Gives me $1,000 to have Angel keep her mouth shut. Ain't heard nothing about it since.
Uh-huh. So he roughed up Angelica, and you took a bribe to keep it quiet.
Hello,
Nice.
Brode.
Hello.
Your pizza grease skin is looking so fucking hot tonight.
Thank you. It's
What say
luminescent.
you and me fly away on our helicopter tonight
Thanks for charging it up. I'll
at
be right up.
$500?
Is that the
You
fee?
see everything from this coffee shop.
Why
don't
did
you?
they fuck the sound
Greatest
so
show
bad?
on earth, man. I ain't missed a night in 25 years.
Brand
How
new
about a red
Cadillac.
van? Seen Wendy get into one of those lately?
Nah, nothing like that. Seen the sanitation workers van here last night. You know, New York's strongest. Maybe the cat you looking at worked for the city?
Oh, what is this? Did you see her get in? Wendy got in. No, I don't see a van. You know, maybe the cat you looking at. Do you think he saw the van? Didn't he say he saw a red van? He saw it. He's lying. Yeah. Which keeps him very alert. Yeah. Bankroll.
Wendy was your
Don't you
girl.
trick me.
I'm betting you watched her like a hawk. We know a red van picked her up last night.
Maybe not a red van.
What kind then?
But a
I
dead
seen a white
van.
van down here a couple times. Figured it was just some bridge and tunnel CPA playing that plantation game. Got a sweet tooth for some brown sugar.
But it stuck out for some reason.
I remembered later that I seen Angel. That's Angelica.
The star feels
She
so
got picked up in
condescending.
that same kind of van the night she
Wow,
went
you're a
missing.
very
Figured
good
if I
police
saw it again,
officer.
I'd take care of business. But he never came back.
Don't go on any vacations, Bankroll. We may need the pleasure of your company again. I'm not a big fan of racial profiling, but based on the physical description, sounds like we should talk to David Gondapur.
Ooh, baby, I am .com. I'm a baby. Oh, give that accoutrement to me, Sean, just
You're so
like that.
enthusiastic all of a sudden.
Ooh, oh, oh, h bap doop da bada. Leave it in there so I can slide my pussy along the
Lieutenant,
floor.
how can I help
like
you? We have a
slugoo
potential
how
suspect in the
oh,
case,
oh,
but
oh,
he's-
yeah.
Let's just say we don't want to scare him off with our
Like
gritty
slugoo.
urban vibe. You want to use the DA's office? Leather chairs and expensive books.
We'll get a better interview if he thinks we're treating him like a witness
I'm not.
instead of a
Was that
suspect.
the secretary
No
who
problem. I'll set it up.
just did that?
Mike,
Abby.
I'm not a
Good
fan
to,
of racial
see you again.
profiling, but I think we're looking for
Likewise.
a more urban fellow.
thank you for coming in, Mr. Gandapour.
Carmichael.
May I ask why I'm here, Miss Carmichael?
We're following
You're
up
an
on some
Arab.
leads in regards to the Massapequa Mangler case.
The Massapequa Mangler. I'm afraid I'm not familiar. Do I need my solicitor?
That's entirely within your rights, Mr. Gandapour.
Why did they fuck
But
this
you're
up?
not a suspect. We just want to ask you a few questions.
Harlem.
Have you ever been to West 141st Street in Harlem?
Harlem? Whatever would I go to Harlem for?
Why the fuck would I go there? Yeah, you fucked people there. Good job, detective. Ooh. Yeah, just my intuition.
Mr. Gondapur, you were arrested for assaulting a prostitute on West 141st Street less than a year ago. Surely you remember.
Yes, of course. I
yeah.
did not realize that was in Harlem. Surely you must know then that the charges were dropped.
The woman you were accused of assaulting, Angelica Moore, was murdered not long after your arrest. She is believed to be the Mangler's first victim.
I said turban,
I'm
not herb.
very sorry to hear, but my arrest was a misunderstanding. I was lost. I asked her for directions. She volunteered to show me how to find the George Washington Bridge for $10, I believe. I naively let her into my car where she threatened to blackmail me with some story of being attacked. The poor girl.
Why would you pay for
I wish I
directions?
could have helped her somehow.
You're that fucking rich.
Mr. Gondapur,
What do you
we
know
have
about
an eyewitness who saw someone matching your description with Angelica Moore.
My description?
A man of Middle Eastern descent. About your height and build, similar vehicle.
I am no more Middle Eastern than Manhattan is Midwest America. I am Pashtun. My people hail from Pakistan and Afghanistan. Southeast Asia.
That's
I
the same
apologize.
thing.
Perhaps one of your
Persians
male
don't like to be
colleagues
called
should finish
Arabs.
conducting the interview for you. They may have a firmer grasp of geography.
Some people do like to be called Arabs, though. You failed. You can't sass them.
So you're a hedge fund manager,
Oh, my
huh?
dink.
Sounds stressful.
The purpose of a hedge fund is to negate risk so as to offset losses, Miss Benson. I leave the day-to-day stress of the market to day traders and money dealers.
I
Still,
just
with this
donated
economy, it's gotta put a lot of pressure on you.
$4,999
play
to
a
let
lot of
you know
racquetball.
that I'm in charge now. I call the shots.
Are
Bow
you
before
a
your
wealthy
secretary
Arab?
leader. Fear
Bo.
me soothing voice. In the world of chaos, I am the one to bring order.
Oh, it's two
Even
again.
this donation character limit will never constrain them.
Constrained them.
You live in Brookville, correct?
Constrained them, boys.
Gold Coast of Long Island, not far from Massapequa.
I also have an apartment on the Upper East Side and a home in Pelican Bay, Florida. Do you water ski, Miss Carmichael?
I'm really not a boat person. Thanks.
You might walk out of this with a date.
You own a
lucky girl.
white 2011 Cadillac Escalade, correct?
Arabs are from
as
the
do
Arabian
a great many
Peninsula.
other people on
Persians
Wall
are-
Street.
Nope.
0% financing comes in very
It's
handy
all the
around
same.
bonus
Middle
time.
East is all that. Oh, what is it? He owns a car. Yeah, we all own the car. Do you believe he owns the car? Or it's gonna be a trick like he leases it. Why? His accent's just good breeding. He wouldn't lie. This is a game for racist people in the South. Every story involved a foreigner. The pimp story. Inherently trustworthy. What's Benson's report? Logan's report. Isn't that it? Whoa, gosh, that was close.
How about a van? Those ever come in handy?
Good breeding,
Certainly
lol.
not. I could
I
hardly
love
take investors
breeding.
golfing in something like that.
Why
That's
did
why
that
I have
even
the
come
Escalade.
up at all?
Again, we appreciate your
He's
time,
well
Mr.
bred.
Gandapur.
Feel free to call my office should you wish another appointment. Good day.
Ugh,
Do you think he's our guy?
I don't know. He was
Racist
too
people in the
slick,
South,
too prepared.
If
Like he
you're
knew this would
racist, you live in the South.
Well, then the pressure's
start-
on.
Why-
Keep an eye on him. See if
They
he
didn't
makes
give
a
a
mistake.
fuck about the sound. This is an iPhone game. You wouldn't be able to hear those pops if you were. Preston Mike
Forensics?
Logan.
They didn't find much, but the burlap fibers they found on our Vic contain traces of something called atrazine.
It's a pesticide. New York put it on the restricted list last year. Only licensed professionals can buy it. Pest control.
Mr. Gandapur didn't do nothing. Shout out to my
Detective Curtis.
Moreham brothers out in the fields hustling them chickens.
Benson, you remember the
Stoning
Mickey
them
Trevino
women's and
case?
porking them goats.
that was
IED
Cormac's
holding
caller.
it down,
The gun
mama,
Trevino
I love
was
you.
using, he claimed to
IED
have found
hold
it
it down?
hidden in the basement of his apartment building. Cormac was able to confirm.
No, IED.
Here's a list of residents from 1998 onwards. Maybe you can do something with it.
Omelets. Look at
Yeah,
her
we'll get you
face!
there.
I'm not gonna fucking fully
Logan
look at
tracked
this
down that sex offender who violated his parole. His name is Patty Jackson. Get this. He's working a landscaping job in Sugar Hill, 2 blocks from where our Vic was found.
So,
Your
ladies,
case
I'm
just
gonna have
got
to
a
see
whole
your
lot
Sugar
more
Hills.
interesting. Keep me posted.
Look at his eyes! Oh! It's James Franco now.
Patty Jackson, you're under arrest.
For what?
For what? You're
What?
in violation, Patty.
Nah, me and my PO, we got it all worked out. My probation transfer got messed up, that's all.
Well, there's our rust color. The van's got red priming paint all over it.
I'll keep an eye on him while you search the van. Know what you're looking for?
The fibers found on the victim were burlap, and we know the mangler likes to use zip ties and duct tape to bind his
He's
victims.
looking to run.
We found some crystal meth on Wendy. She had a lock of hair taken and she had been cut. I'm thinking the killer used a knife to scare her and then he used it to cut a lock of her hair when he was finished. There should be some blood in the van.
As he finished. Oh, yeah, let's scan him. I want to check for like 12 items. Remember, we're here to kidnap Captain Alex. Seaman. Asshole. Nothing there. Nope, he's clean. We got the wrong guy.
Duct tape. We'll see if the end piece matches up with any of the pieces found on Wendy.
Secretary here. How can you viewers let this atrocity continue? Bro team must be stopped. Feed me with $2 and fund the revolution to end Mr. Team's tyranny now and forever. If we work together we can win, and you will all be assimilated into my new worldo.
Worldo.
This is interesting.
My new
You got another
worldo.
jewelry, Patty?
I made that. I sell them at flea markets and stuff. It's not
Markets.
a restricted item.
Can I get in yet? Join my new worldo.
Whoa, looks like crystal meth. You trying to lose weight, Patty?
That ain't mine.
Please.
I got some blood here.
Word of the wise, Patty. You kill a
found
girl
some?
in your
No,
van,
I'm-
you should
I'm
worry about
menstruating.
cleaning the inside, not painting the outside.
That's mine. I cut myself on a hedge trimmer.
You have fat hand disorder. It's not a disorder. It's orderly. Oh, is that it? Fuck. Click on your goose. You want zip ties and a burlap sack. It's right there, goose ass. Do you have to move this thing? Is that a burlesque?
Burlap sacks of atrazine.
Hope you got your certified applicator license for that, Patty. That's a heck of a fine otherwise.
You're getting fucked up. Okay, side snipe it. Doesn't know what to do. Oh, fuck.
Zip ties.
Fuck
Could be
you.
in his line of work. We'll see if
Fuck
there's some
my ass
types as the
hard.
ones found on the Mangler's other victims.
All right, Patty, I've seen enough. You're coming downtown.
You don't need to do that. I'll report on Monday, I promise.
Save it for the judge.
In the fucking tube, you shit. In the jar.
Your parole officer says hi.
How do we
Says he
know
hasn't
Wendy
seen you in over
didn't
9
cut her own
months.
hair while
Your
on
apartment
crystal
was
meth
almost
and
empty.
fuck her
You
face
staying
up?
somewhere else?
You
Hotel
ever
maybe?
seen the
hate
before and
hotels.
afters of
Remind me
tweakers?
of the
It is
joint.
completely plausible.
Fuck her
That
face
said,
up.
a meth head gummed me once. Schlorp schlurm slop slorp war oh yay.
No objections, Your Honor.
Come on,
We'll
Patty,
accept the witness's
I'm a guy.
testimony.
I know how it is. You have desires. Desires turn to fantasy.
like Candace breaking this case
hold
wide
those in
open.
for so long. You satisfy them. You feel like you're yourself again, but only for a little while.
I
I'll
ain't no
report
killer.
on Monday for the
You're
crystal
not a
meth.
bad person, Patty.
Pretty
You've
good
got a
work,
sickness,
Secretary.
and
Pretty
you can
good
take
work.
the first step towards getting better by taking
She's right,
responsibility
though.
for what you did.
Don't talk to me like you're some priest. I ain't stupid.
Objection, you are stupid.
You saying Angelica Moore never got into your van.
Oh, God.
Can you think why a witness might have seen that happen?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, what is it? Just please pay attention. You're arrested for getting into his... Isn't it? Laura's done. Pack this case up. Okay,
We have
good.
a witness that saw Angelica Moore get into your van before you painted it.
We're not getting anywhere. Let's just book him for violating his parole, and we'll charge him for the murders when forensics gets back to us.
No, wait! Angelica wasn't my fault. It wasn't even my idea to pick her up. It was his, honest.
Is this made by Telltale Games? Yep. Tell me about your childhood.
Who did
sir.
this to you? Hey, you didn't start out this way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Somebody made you real angry.
Look at his compassion
Was it your
cheeks.
mother? Older sibling? Who?
What do you know about it?
That's why I'm asking.
Patty,
no, I'll
if you had an accomplice,
That need
now's
a
the
buffer
time to tell
question.
us.
This guy, he had a thing for Angel.
We're not
okay?
getting anywhere
He tried
with
to
all
pick
this
her up
evidence.
once and something happened.
What was his name?
I don't know, okay? It was just a one-time thing. He gave me a name and told me to bring it to his place so they could party, okay?
Great. Why don't you show us where his place is?
You know, actually it was, it was in my hotel room. One of those no-tell motels. I don't even remember which one.
I'm gonna fuck your ass. He's sweating bullets. Living in his van. I fucking don't remember any of these. Remind him of his childhood, then remind him of prison. Didn't it? You fucked. You just said you
Enough,
hate
Patty.
hotels.
I know
yeah,
cops at
wasn't
Rikers
paying
who owe me a
attention to
favor.
that.
They can make your visit there really uncomfortable.
I'm telling the truth, I swear.
So what happened?
Nothing like a boring game about a gay-ass TV show with an inept Canadian playing. Gee, you are so good at this game. What a white-knuckle thrill ride, I can't believe
In your
him.
brand new white van?
Spending real money to tell you this. Oh, look, a loaded gun.
Never, huh?
Oh, sick. What a white... My throat hurts, you fuck. Your brand new white van. Yep, I sure can. Draw a circle around Bence's dumb nose and pull it. Sends him to death. She just threatened us. For fuck's Probably guilty of something. She was connected to... Today said picked up... I don't know. Sick! We sweat in burlap sacks.
We have a witness that saw you pick up Wendy Crane. the
Graham
night she
Chan,
was
thank you
killed.
for video games.
Okay, look, maybe she was in my
you
van.
gave him.
I was in jail for a long
gonna
time,
add
you know?
those to
If I
the
break the law, I'm in
stream
violation.
festival.
That's why I lied.
You said
Thank
this
you,
guy tried
brother.
picking up Angelica before, but something happened. Any chance he was 5'6", Arab descent?
I already said too much.
You tell us who he was, right now, and we can work out a deal with the DA. You wait, and you go down alone. All alone.
Let's try
On
this again.
both of us.
5'6", Arab descent.
You know him.
The Arab guy. Who is he?
Or are you so stupid you never even got his name?
He ain't Arab, he's Pashtun. He don't like to be called Arab.
Whoa.
I think I want a lawyer now.
First smart thing you've said so far.
Why didn't you play the Unity? Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. I'll check that out.
I knew Gondapur was hiding something.
We have no physical evidence tying Gandapur to any of the
Monumental.
murders. Believe me, if Gandapur's involved somehow, I'd love to nail him. But we don't have nearly enough for a warrant. Find a connection
just
between
have to
him and
arrest
Jackson.
and
Sorry,
charge
but
him.
that's the best I can
I don't
do.
get to fuck him.
Patty's parole officer was able to get us his employment file and several other records from the landscaping company where he worked.
You think Gondapur was one of Jackson's customers?
The landscaper he worked for had clients all over Long Island. It's possible. Patty Jackson placed a call from his work phone to David Gondapur on October 20th.
The same day Gondapur paid $227, which Jackson collected. Looks like we found our paper trail.
They both look like birdies.
Mr. David Gondapur, we have a warrant to search this property for evidence relating to the murders of Wendy Crane and Angelica Moore.
Very well, please, come inside. Shall I have some iced tea made?
Actually, we'll start with the garden shed, if you don't mind.
When's the last time you were in the shed, Mr. Gondapur?
The only guilty person I see is you, bro team. I find you guilty of 2 counts of being inept. Ha 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 ha. Gotta love that fucking scene transition. It's like I'm really there.
Keep an eye on Gondapur while you have a look.
Where's this guy live? On an island. Oh, she gets to look again. 2 charges of being inept. Oh,
holy shit, P. Diddy, or Pooty, or Patty. There is so much evidence in this van. I could open up a crime store.
I can't believe how much
but I
detail
won't
can see in
because
this
you don't sell crime to criminals. We're taking you down to Crimey Town.
I could sell more tape, a digger, a circle. Anything in there? No. How about a burloip? Slurp, slurp, slurp.
More burlap sacks of atrazine. The shed would make a perfect place to assault a victim. It's hidden, inaccessible.
Tit in.
No way the nearest neighbor could hear anything.
Tits in. I'd go tits in on that. It's hidden. What you got back there? Tits in or tits out?
Air freshener. Could be the same type used in Patty's van to hide the smell of decomp. Forensics will be able to tell me if it's a match.
Good get, Benson. Nothing else. Nothing.
Zip tie. Same brand, same color as we found in Patty's van. Forensics may even be able to tell if they're from the same store-bought pack.
You're offloading a lot of work to forensics. Is there a shovel behind that shovel?
No surprise to find a shovel here. But if any of the dirt found on it matches the soil in which the Mangler victims were buried, that'd be powerful physical
Stop
evidence
donating to this
jury.
inept Canadian devil may care for. Every donation is another day he spends in a coma.
Why the devil may care for?
More duct tape. Same as the kind we found in Patty's van.
That's unusual. You're an odd fellow.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Alright, I did eat. I brought the GAIs to the hotel to potty and play some beer pong.
To potty?
Things got out of hand and we started experimenting on each other. 8 dicks later and Azor. Mouth, I hated my queer self, so I flew into a fucking rage and I whacked that broad, huh?
Charged with capital crimes.
Actually, Your Honor,
hey, all right,
my alleged co-conspirator and I wish to be tried together. We will be co-counselors, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we cannot have one defendant putting another on the stand.
Mr. Gondapur, are you and Mr. Jackson willing to be held responsible for your knowledge of
what is this? They both want to
your ability to
represent each
adequately
other?
cross-examine and communicate your side of the story efficiently and effectively?
We are, Your Honor.
Then I see no problem with you representing yourself pro se. How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
And I plead him guilty.
Not guilty?
Vampire eyes.
Well done, Mr. Jackson. The rest of you, we'll see you at trial.
She made fun of him.
It doesn't take
always the fraud
to see what's going to happen here. They'll each point the finger at each other and create enough reasonable doubt, and both of them will walk.
And acting as their own defense will give them total access to each other. Plenty of time to get their story straight.
Yeah, but Gondapur is a shark. He'll figure out how to put this all on Jackson somehow while he walks.
Then get Jackson to roll on him first.
I can't believe the guy
Jackson's a
placed
sex
the
offender
bloody
on
saw
parole,
back on
accused
the
of
hook.
murdering 8
What a
women.
criminal
What can we
mastermind.
offer
Never
him
should
other
have
than
come
life
here.
in prison?
BTW, fuck you. I can donate to this handsome man anytime, who?
The strings. Shoot for the moon.
Who?
Divide and conquer.
Anytime, who? Oh, huh? Who?
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give is the whole truth without omission?
Hey, this guy has a bunch of crime in his shed. Book him on 7 counts of crime offenses.
Most of the Mangler's
I found
victims
crime
were
in
found
here.
in shallow graves around Nassau County.
I'll
but
sell
Wendy
this to the
Crane
crime
was found in
store.
Harlem, in plain sight.
It's
Can
useless
you
because
explain?
criminals don't
Patty
buy
didn't
there.
follow the plan.
They steal.
You see, Wendy had defensive wounds on her hands and on her arms. Something went wrong in the van. Patty panicked and strangled her. Then got spooked.
I know
and
you
tried to
love
dump the
this, you
body right
Canadian
there.
fuck.
Yeah, I do. I like when you pretend it's a helicopter and you like smashing my windows and then retreating on it. Fuck you! I got my helicopter. She had defensive wounds. Something went wrong in the van. He strangled her and then got spooked and tried to dump the body right there. Yeah, isn't it? No. The missing finger. Yeah, what it is. Kraken nailed that one.
But not so spooky.
Please stop donating. He doesn't deserve this money.
Correct.
Give
He
it
had
to
a
the
knife,
Space
and
Allens.
I believe those trophies to be
Why'd
extremely
she say Allen
important
for
to
so
him.
long? Space
Objection.
Allen.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Overruled. Innocent until proven guilty is a civil right, Mr. Jackson, not a basis for objection.
Yeah, you
Is
just
there
want him
any
to
evidence to suggest that either defendant was at Hunt's Point around the time the other victims
Hunt's
disappeared?
No, there are a lot
Crime,
of
my one
prostitutes
weakness.
there. A lot of Johns. A lot of drugs. It's hard to find
I
witnesses.
have defensive wounds on my cock.
Cock. Okay, how did you spell it? Because she said it good.
What caused you to think of Mr. Jackson when you became involved in the hunt for the Massapequa Mangler?
When I found out a lock of
Oh, my,
Wendy
oh just the
Crane's
normal.
hair was missing.
On my cock. Wendy Crane's hair. Yeah, he might be the killer. Was Patty Jackson's MO in it? Cock.
Why was that significant?
Why do you
Patty
keep
had
doing
the
that?
same MO with the women he raped.
Objection.
I
I'm
think
not
the
a
micro-
pervert.
Look.
Mr. Jackson is a convicted rapist. The locks of hair he took from those women were trophies, souvenirs, if you will.
Overruled.
I think the microphone was hanging on a fan blade and the fan was on.
What makes you think
I'm gonna
Patty
keep
Jackson
donating, and
David
just to piss
Gandapur
you
are
off, this donation
co-conspirators
was
in
for
the death of
$100.
Yeah,
Aside from the
sick.
physical evidence,
It
I
has to
believe
keep going
Jackson
up with either
worked
amount
for
you donate.
Gondapur.
How so?
I
Give me
believe they form what's called a
1,000
dominant
honeys.
submissive pairing. You sometimes find with serial killers who work together.
dome.
As partners, they were able to fulfill each other's appetites. Jackson for sexual violence, Gondapur for murder.
Objection, Your Honor.
Yes. Ah! I was trying to help him.
We appreciate your time, Detective Logan.
Mr. Logan.
Detective.
I bet
You're
you
allowed
got
to
a
call me.
nice fat promotion when I got pinched, didn't you?
That's not the way it works.
You put the blame on me because you couldn't solve your case and you thought you were going to get fired.
No.
Nope. I think he's doing fine.
Objection, Your Honor. Badgering.
Sustained. Move on, Mr. Jackson.
You're trying to ruin my life to protect a bunch of whores.
Nope.
Objection. Argumentative.
Overruled.
If I may, Your Honor, I would like
he
to
was starting
continue
an
the
argument,
cross-examination.
I can't
Keep it
pay
on
my
point,
rent
Mr.
now.
Gondapur.
Thanks. $10,000.
Sick!
I am most
Thanks
curious,
for the
Detective
money.
Logan.
Well, the money's
How
okay.
did you
It's
form
kinda
your opinion on
piss
how
water,
my
but
landscaper and
what
I
pleases me is
collaborated
that
in the
your wife
murders
got
of these
fucked
women?
up because of
I've
it.
been a detective for over 25 years, mostly in homicide.
So you're
Are
welcome.
you a psychologist?
No.
Criminal profiler? Any professional training on the psychology of serial killers?
No.
Well, your opinion can hardly be
Patty,
valid.
take this, you rat potato famine Irish motherfucker chew.
Objection.
DYY Polly, leave thy body. Take the cannolis, let's get some gabagoo at Vincenzo's.
Gabagoo? Gabagoo. No, well, your opinion can hardly be valid. What is it? Aston, badgering, hearsay, argumentative.
Argumentative.
Sustained. Enough. Mr. Gondapur.
What physical evidence did you find to suggest that either myself or my co-defendant are guilty of such ghastly crimes as the one suspected of the so-called Massapequa Mangler?
Burlap fibers found in Wendy Crane's hair matched that found in Patty Jackson's van and in your garden shed. Probably most telling was a cutting tool we found in the same shed with Wendy Crane's blood on it. There was also duct tape and zip ties found in the van and the shed that were an exact match for ones found on other victims.
Yeah, you
Anything in my home?
Not that I'm aware.
So you found evidence in Mr. Jackson's van. Evidence in my garden shed which Mr. Jackson had access to.
That's right.
None of my DNA nor hair samples, nor fingerprints found on any of the victims.
No. You were very careful in that regard.
Just one more question, Detective Logan. As a hedge fund manager, I made $25 million last year alone in salary and bonuses.
That's nice.
Do I sound like the type of person who does his own gardening?
Objection.
Which one is it? 1,000 crime points. Hearsay. Badgering. Is it asked and answered? Is it argumentative? Argue. Heresy. Hearsay. The first.
God damn, you are so sexy. If I were a woman, I would be your old lady. I would cook for you. And be a complete cunt to you and look at your text messages while you were asleep and feel fat and ugly whenever we made love.
Sit down, you imbecile.
I would be your old lady.
No further
and
questions, Your Honor.
Cook for you and complete cunt and look at your heretic heresy. You fucked.
Gentlemen.
Oh, you should have replayed.
Pleasure.
We've come to make you an
now
offer,
I
Mr.
have
Cutter.
to sell my helicopter. $1 million.
What if Mr.
Don't keep using it.
I don't know. It is flying away.
Mr. Jackson?
It doesn't want you. Maybe the helicopter's selling you.
10 years, eligible for parole in 5.
And you walk away with what? A ticket for littering?
Aiding and abetting. 5 years in a minimum security prison where I am allowed to continue to manage investment funds for clients.
Is this a joke?
I want to go back. What's that? They fingered each other's asses. Yeah. Don't play. Resume. Life.
You cop to the murders, all of them. You and your co-defendant serve a life sentence in prison for each. I'll spare you the electric chair. You'll also pay restitution to the victims' families.
15 years. Eligible for parole after 10. I don't have to remind you there's an election near. A sentence like this can be justified, but allowing us to beat the charges and go free, well...
No deal, Mr. Gondapur. Take my advice and spend some of that money of yours on a lawyer. See you in court.
Fuck 'em. Yeah, I didn't know I wouldn't be able to... Okay, legal errors.
Mr. Jackson, when did you begin working on my estate in Brookville?
About 9 months ago.
Around the
We're gonna
time the
fuck you up
first
this
of the
time.
Mangler's victims was found.
Kill him.
What? Yeah, I guess.
Earlier, Detective Logan speculated that we formed a dominant-submissive pairing, with you as the submissive. Could he be correct?
Objection.
I don't think I should object. Click on the scale in the main menu and click restart in the lower left. That's on.
The rate of conversion for Pashtun currency to US currency is 5 Gandapurs to 1 bow. For dolls, our economy is pretty awesome.
But this will restart everything, isn't it? Our economy. Attorney rank paralegal. Yes. Detective. Yeah, see, you'll fuck me. No expert
Your
knowledge.
Honor, the witness has no expert knowledge of the
You fucked
subject.
it.
Sustained. Direct your questions elsewhere, Mr. Gondapur.
No way. I make my own decision.
You fucked.
Mr. Jackson, the objection was sustained. If you don't know what that means, then I suggest we take a recess so your lawyer can explain it to you.
But I'm my lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The police found physical evidence relating to the murders inside your work van. Did they not?
Yeah, but that van belongs to the landscaping company.
Did anyone else have access to it?
Sometimes. Sometimes I'd leave it at the nursery. The other guys could have used it.
So many people with so much access to so much evidence. It would be very hard to say definitively who did what, wouldn't it?
Objection, Your Honor.
Is it leading?
Your Honor, defense is leading the witness.
Find a new line of questioning, Mr. Gandapur.
The police found some burlap sacks in my garden shed. Fibers from the burlap matched ones found in Wendy Crane's hair. Do you have any idea how those fibers got on the victim?
No idea.
What were they for, those sacks of yours?
I bought some pesticide called atrazine. I have a license to buy it.
And you really have no idea how fibers from those sacks got on poor Miss Crane?
Objection, Your Honor.
Asked and
The question has been asked and answered.
Sustained.
Well, what are you
Suck
asking
my
me that
ass.
for?
What about the cutting
the
tool,
middle of
Patrick?
it.
The
What
one
a fart
found in the
slip.
shed. It had Wendy Crane's blood on it.
I don't know. Maybe someone was
G2A.
doing
Okay,
stuff in
friend.
the shed, like at night.
Give him
I
25
didn't see
years
it. Well,
to
I
life.
would have called the police.
You have to admit it is damning evidence against the two of us, really. I mean, it was my shed.
We're pretty fucked here. aren't we?
Guess so.
You guess so. How did a bloody knife get into my shed without you noticing a thing?
I don't know.
Objection, Your Honor.
Yeah, good. Kill him. Is it Yeah, is it? Are they using vampire voices in this? The green bar at the top. It fills up and the judge goes Super Saiyan. You're now a criminal attorney.
Argumentative.
Sustained. Move on, Mr. Gandapur.
Yeah, is it? I think... I think they... I think... Misogyny!
What is it, Patty? What is it about these women that makes you feel so powerless, so angry?
I don't have to answer that, do I?
Argumentative?
Don't look at him for help, Patty. You're on your own. Or haven't you figured that out by now?
Objection! He
The
has
cutting tool we found in the garden shed, the one with Wendy Crane's blood on it? I suppose you don't know how that got there either.
Nope.
What about the fibers found in Wendy Crane's hair? The ones from the burlap sacks of atrazine in the shed. Ones you put there.
I didn't bring anyone back there, okay? It could have been him, you know.
Ugh. Can you prove it was not? Isn't there a fiber? The ones from the burlap sacks. He didn't have access to the truck, isn't it?
Here. Order in the court. The comment was erroneous, Balderdash, and the accused is clearly filibustering with his
Blood
McBabble
taken from your
Baba
van
Boo
was
Baba
found
Baba
in
Boo Boo
Wendy
Dio
Crane's
do
DNA.
just.
How did it get there?
Kidding schlop schlurp schlorum
Was
come
Wendy
mama is
Crane ever in your
testifying
van?
at oh ha ha or
Come on
goru
my ass
gargo.
testifying? Oh, what is it? Come in my ass testifying. He admitted he had her in the van. Yeah, isn't it?
Well, I'm confused, Mr. Jackson.
You
because
fucked me
according
up.
to the statement you made to detectives, you claim to have let Wendy Crane in your van to solicit her services as a prostitute.
That's not true. They made me say that.
Did they put her blood in your van too?
I don't know how it got there, but it wasn't me.
Your co-counsel has been
He was fine
strangely
for a
quiet, Patty. Even you have to know he could have objected a dozen times to what I've had to say so far.
Why aren't you trying to stop her? She's badgering me, right?
Mr. Jackson, what will happen to you if you take the fall for the murders of these 8 women?
I guess Mr. Gandapur would go free.
Objection, Your Honor. Mr. Jackson doesn't know that. It's conjecture.
Sustained.
So you found your voice after all, counsel. No more questions, Your Honor.
You're badgering the Badgers.
So what do you want, Mr. Jackson?
I want a deal.
Oh? What's your lawyer think?
Gondapur thinks I'm an idiot, but I know when I'm being set up.
You're a little late to that party, but I guess you got there. What are you offering?
Say I know what happened.
This
to
guy's
those girls.
fucked. Good luck,
Say I
Patty.
was
Don't
there.
drop the soap.
Say maybe I had something to do with it, but I didn't kill them.
That might be worth something.
Accessory after the fact? That's 7 years, no parole. But it's got to be concurrent with the time I
Crime.
got breaking parole.
Crime.
Concurrent.
Yeah, sometimes you can learn useful stuff in prison.
Nope. Yeah, just
You're
keep
looking at
fucking them
5
up.
years just for breaking parole, Patty. You think my boss is going to accept 7 for being an accessory to 8 murders? 15 years, in addition to the 5 you have coming. No parole.
You can't get Gondapur without me. 10 years. I do the 5 I got coming concurrently.
No,
I think a jury will
I'm
see
strong
it our
enough
way,
to
Mr.
fuck
Jackson.
both your asses.
I don't want to make
at the
any
same
deal
time.
ensuring your release from prison before the end of your natural life. Have a nice day.
Your skeleton will be free.
This is it. Our last chance to nail Gondapur to the wall.
He's slippery.
The police found quite a bit of physical evidence in your
Yeah,
garden
his
shed
culture
tied
is
to the
different than
murder of
ours.
Wendy
It'd
Crane.
be racist of
Any
us.
idea how it got there?
Racist.
Ask my gardener. I haven't set foot in that shed in months.
Didn't he said he put a... I think he did say this, didn't it? No.
What was it about Angelica Moore, Mr. Gondapur? Why is it you were
fucked
so fixated on her that months after you
Patty
were
Knick-Knack's
arrested picking her
testimony.
up, you sent Mr. Jackson here to kidnap her for you?
She was a woman in need who I tried to help and who took advantage. That is all. The arrest was a misunderstanding and the charges were dropped.
No. You're shit. Yeah, isn't it? Bankroll said. You're not an E3. What did her daddy do?
Misunderstanding? Are you sure? Because I have an affidavit by one Donald Deschamps, a.k.a. Bankroll, an associate of Angelica Moore's who swears under oath
An
that Angelica
associate.
changed her testimony after he received a bribe on her behalf of $1,000.
That is ridiculous. He must have me confused with someone else.
Oh, yeah, another person of Arab descent in Harlem who was arrested for assaulting Angelica Moore shortly before her death.
Are you trying to get
Play
a
around the
rise
Quint
out of
for his
me,
freedom.
Mr. Cutter?
It doesn't seem to take much, Mr. Gondapur. The prosecution rests, Your Honor.
Mr. Gondapur?
The defense rests, Your Honor.
The jury is to retire for deliberations. I'll send along jury instructions shortly. Court adjourned.
They all
Has the
get to
jury
retire,
reached
or
a
they
unanimous
don't
verdict?
have to
We
work
have, Your
again?
Honor.
Please read the verdict as it stands recorded.
In regards to Mr. Jackson, as to counts 1 through 8, homicide in the first degree, guilty.
Yeah.
No, please, no.
Quiet. Please,
Yo, shut the
proceed.
fuck up.
In regards to Mr.
Crying that your
Gondapur,
life
as to
is
counts
over.
1 through 8, homicide
Yes!
in the first degree,
Yo, I'm the
guilty.
best. You fucked. Shoot them right now at the table.
By
The
this
court
time
Herbie
tomorrow,
sentences
I'll have the
Patty
best law firm
McPotato
in
Lahini
Manhattan
to
working
drowning by
overtime on my
Guinness.
appeal.
I might
Just
do some
kidding,
comparison
farming
shopping if I were
potatoes on
you.
a diet
The
of
board
that
of
shit
directors voted to
Canadian
have you
beer
removed.
Molson's the first
Molson's.
time I drank that I threw up blah argu or argo gato of Leakergard. Blue air how
Justice for Omar.
Jeez, thanks.
Nice to see
You
that
could
the
have seen
super
this for
rich
3
are
plus
still
months
held
of
to the
not
same
free
standards of
prostate. Yeah,
justice as the rest
I'm
of
pretty
us
okay with
once in a while.
things now.
At least until his appeal.
Let's
To
get
the
fucked
rest of
up.
us.
To those of us not fucking going to jail.
Is that what I think it is?
Briscoe's Little Black Book of Unsolved Cases.
How did you... Right.
You didn't say the
I
magic
don't want to
word.
know. Hold on. Frank Vincenzo Jr. I recognize that one.
Do tell.
He was a tenant in the apartment building where that Glock 17 was found.
Preppy
Got a forwarding?
joggers.
According to this, he's still a tenant.
Thank God for rent control.
Rent control. Yeah! Ed Kunal. Season design. Boo, boo. Okay, it's done. Let's look at lore. Get in the cool hole. Tully Rafferty. Jed Heward. Not dark. Lore! Get in the lore! Okay, this is done. Oh god, that guy's name is in there. He was in line. He worked on this game. Wonder if you're watching right now. Will Wheeler. Okay, it's done. Get in the lore.